Before we begin this episode, we want to let you know that we have shirts on sale right now at ItsTheReal.com/shop, including our new AKA shirts, which has dozens of our favorite AKAs that we've used over the past 180 plus episodes, including
Yo, what up? It's Eric, aka Bubble Boy, aka So Sick.
Yo, what up? It's Jeff, aka Snakes in the Grass, aka Savage Garden.
Yo, what up? It's Eric, aka Fire in the Booth, aka Sonny Corleone.
Yo, what up? It's Jeff, aka Kill at Will, aka Online Bully.
Yo, what up? It's Eric, aka Roundup, aka The Weed Killer.
Yo, what up? It's Jeff, aka Get These Hands, aka Hammurabi Code.
Yo, what up? It's Eric, aka Maverick and Goose, aka Top Shotas.
Yo, what up? It's Jeff, aka Titty Boy, aka T-shirt in the pool.
Yo, what up? It's Eric, aka Pooh Bear, aka Face Deep in My Honey.
Yo, what up? It's Jeff, aka Getting Cake, aka Dylon.
Yo, what up? It's Eric, aka You Don't Want None, aka Stuntin' is a Habit.
Yo, what up? It's Jeff, aka Drug Runner, aka Marion Jones.
Yo, what up? It's Eric, aka Word on Road, aka Stop.
Yo, what up? It's Jeff, aka Six Lambs in My Garage, aka Mariah Carey Fan Club, and many more. Go to ItsTheReal.com/shop today. That's ItsTheReal.com/shop.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Eric.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. We have a pretty good idea how many of you guys are out there listening on a week-to-week basis.
300 million people.
We have a pretty good idea from where all of you are listening.
Long Island.
And we have a pretty good idea on what devices you guys are doing that listening on.
TI-84 calculators.
So we wanted to do a little test and see exactly when you guys tune in, because maybe some of you guys fast forward through the commercials, maybe some of you fast forward through the intro, and I think a lot of you start when we do the AKAs. And by the way, go get those AKA t-shirts available at ItsTheReal.com/shop right now. But we wanted to do something to really figure out, to really pinpoint, to really locate when you guys start listening, so we have a little test.
Well, I mean, really, we want to test our friendship with Cardo Got Wings.
There you go.
We want you guys in Cardo Got Wings' mentions on Twitter and on Instagram. Please go over there. Let him know that you think that he might be 4'11".
4 feet, 11 inches tall.
Yeah.
Forget any pictures that you've seen of the man. Just go in and ask him.
Yeah, you heard a rumor that he's 4'11", and you have to ask him.
So go at Cardo Got Wings. You know what? Do it on Twitter or Instagram.
Yeah.
But also tag us in there too, so we can have a little fun and see exactly if you guys are doing it. Ask Cardo Got Wings if he's really 4'11". This is something that Jeff started many months ago.
Yeah, so I would go into whenever he was on Instagram Live. I'd say he's a really nice guy, but I heard he's 4'11". That's just an interesting fact.
And that would make Cardo
go crazy.
Very mad.
Yeah.
But it made Jeff very happy.
Yeah, so that's
the real test, guys. Can you make Jeff really happy?
Yeah, let's start this week off right. Ask Cardo Got Wings if he's really 4'11".
Instagram or Twitter if you see him in real life.
Oh, especially if you see Cardo Got Wings in real life,
ask him if he's 4'11".
Yeah, and film it.
Make sure that it's sort of far away and that you yell, because number one, perspective, right? Like if you see him from a far distance,
right,
he could be 4'11".
What is
also,
height?
You don't want him to swing at you with his tiny arms.
Well, I was talking to some people in the Instagram Live last night, which she was talking about before I even got there.
You went to Cardo Got Wings' Instagram Live, and he
was in his home yelling at somebody about how he's not 5'2".
This has been brought into his home.
Yeah. And so I said,
you're right, you're not 5'2".
Yeah, but
you're 4'11".
I then said that because he was like, look how long my arms are. He's like, these are the arms of a 6-foot man. So I said, he has really long arms, but he's really tiny legs. He has gnome feet.
Go at Cardo Got Wings.
Yeah.
And ask if he's 4'11". Or if you want to make it more definitive,
yeah,
tell him you heard.
No, tell him that he is 4'11".
He's 4'11".
And that no photographic proof will change your mind.
Guys, you can lie. You can say, hi, I'm a doctor. I know you're 4'11".
Right. That's it.
So here's what you guys do. At Cardo Got Wings, about this 4'11" business.
It's a lot of explanation for a very dumb thing.
It's the real, so that we are well aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for listening. Jeff, on the podcast today.
On the podcast today, we have DJ Whoo Kid.
Man, this is a great episode. We talk about growing up in Queens Village. We talk about early days. I mean, he would stand outside of his apartment. We won't tell you doing what, but Tupac came by and 50 Cent came by, and he was living in between DJ Envy and DJ Clue, and he talks about growing up and running around this amazing world with 50 Cent at the height of 50 Mania.
Oh, also, if you guys want to play a fun drinking game,
Yes.
take a shot every time DJ Whoo Kid gets a gun pulled in his face.
It's a great game.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many great stories in here. We talk about everything. Whoo Kid is, if you know about him, he's more amazing than that. If you didn't know anything about him, this is an episode to enjoy and tell friends about. Shout out to Whoo Kid, who we got to get him back up here because this is a long episode and we only got through so much.
Yeah.
There's a lot more to talk about. After he left, Jeff was like, "Oh, I wanted to talk about this, and this, and this." There's so much to get into, and this is a great starting point.
Shout out to Ryan Fionda for bringing him over.
Definitely shout out to Ryan. What a great dude. Also, shout out to Matt Fastow, who put this idea into the atmosphere many moons ago. Shout out to Whoo Kid. Jeff, when do you want to get into this?
Right now.
Yo, what up? It's Eric, a.k.a. Mouse Infestation, a.k.a. Trap Back Jumpin'.
Yo, what up? It's Jeff, a.k.a. Supreme Team, a.k.a. Team of 14-year-olds on eBay.
And I'm DJ Whoo Kid. What the fuck is going on in this motherfucker?
Yeah, this is a waste of time with ItsTheReal. Bow, 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 bow.
Hey. Scare the shit out of me.
Okay, what's good?
I'm good, man. I went to Catholic school. I'm not gangster, man. You guys are more tough than me, man. I don't know what's going on right now.
Yo, well, we want to talk a lot about Queens Village, by the way.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But the first time we met you was way back in 2012. We went down to All-Star in Orlando. And and we ran into you at the airport leaving Orlando. But
wow.
The few times we've run into you on the street since then, the only thing that we do, we don't say hi to you. All Jeff does.
I think I remember. I think you walked by Sirius one time.
Yeah. No, totally.
And when the old Sam Ash was there.
Yeah.
And then they ran out of business because they couldn't afford the rent.
All because we walked by.
That's right.
Didn't buy anything.
Crazy.
Yo, how often do people do that though? Just like
I get it like a good 6 or 10 times a week at least. Depends on how publicized and more hip hop the area is.
Do you get it at family reunions?
Oh no, I don't get that, man. My Haitian parents don't even know what's going on. Like,
Still?
I got Haitian family. They're stupid as fuck. I don't know. They don't even know who I am.
No younger cousins try to like pass you mixtapes.
My young cousins. I think I had one cousin who wanted to be a rapper, and I told him no. But other than that,
Wait, you couldn't even
just
sneak
regular.
him in on like track 17. Of, like,
No. It was so bad. It was
That's
like,
blood.
Makes Bow Wow sound like he's hot. Like, no, I was like, hell no. I usually do favors with like friends and stuff like that, but it was just really bad. So I'm good.
All right, so let's go back to the very beginning. Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Brooklyn.
Yeah,
on Erasmus Street in Flatbush. I lived literally next door to Special Ed.
Really?
An old school British rapper,
Yeah.
Indian looking motherfucker. Yeah, I used to see him around. I mean, this is like a long time ago. I'm trying to remember all. I mean, there was rats everywhere in Brooklyn, and rap was not like popping like that.
Right.
I mean, I was born in '71, so there was no hip hop.
Right.
So I used to listen to Silent Morning, like Sla Bonita, like Madonna, Here Comes the Rain Again.
Right.
I don't even know the artist, but there was, I mean, the video music box, they were playing like white hits.
That was Annie Lennox, by the way.
Yeah. Just for the record. Yeah.
Yeah, like, so I grew up listening to, I went through the club stage, and then I saw the transition of like hip hop coming in, where the Bronx scene came in, the parks where everybody had the big speakers and the 10,000 boom boxes and 80 quarters on a fucking needle,
Right.
scratching. And I was watching all this. I wasn't really a DJ at that time, but I came in during that point where I saw it come in, and then the Run DMCs and the Curtis Blows and the LL Cool J's. And then when my house got robbed in Brooklyn, my father, he was like, "Get thing out of here," crazy Haitian guy. He was like, "I'm getting the fuck out of here," because I think they stole his what do you call them, old big tapes, I think they were not VHF, but
the Betamax.
The Beta, yeah. They robbed my father's Beta joint, and he was so
like,
furious.
that's it.
That's the one thing that they took?
What? That's the only thing they took. They didn't take no money, nothing. So I was like, maybe there was a Beta thing going on that month. I don't know. They stole that shit. And
I mean, to be fair, those things were enormous.
Yeah.
They were huge. They were like it was like furniture.
Yeah.
They were like a big piece of shit, but he loved it. And then
wait, so what? You came back to find that your house had been robbed?
yeah, I think they knew that we all had to leave at 10 a.m. And then I had like a Russian babysitter across the street, so I had to stay at the Russian babysitter. It was like a Russian Jewish babysitter.
I thought you were gonna say the Russian babysitter gave you guys up. Like,
no,
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. But she was Russian and Jewish, so I don't think she would do that to us. You know what I'm saying? So she never spoke English, but she just took care of us. So it's funny that I'm Haitian and she's Russian Jewish and nobody's talking English. But she knew how to babysit me. It was cool. But while I was getting babysat, they were robbing my house.
Fuck.
Yeah, they robbed I think they stole like my brother's piggy bank. He had like crazy quarters. And
Wait, they just like went on everything, like all like just all the inconsequential items around your house.
It's a wrap. They just took that bullshit Beta shit, and then my brother had like $2 bills stuffed in this piggy bank. Like it was like
that's supposed to be good luck, by the way. But meanwhile,
he had like a good 80 of them and mad quarters and whatever.
Yeah,
he's a loser, by the way. He was pissing on himself. But they took that shit, and then my father got so furious we moved to Queens Village, and that's our first. We moved to Queens Village from there, and then he's a bullshit engineer at Con Edison, and he hooked it up. We got a house, and then I've just been in Queens ever since.
So what was growing up in Queens Village like, though?
It was like it was cool. It was like middle class, and I lived on 111th Road. So the reason I shouted that out because 111 Road for some reason was in the middle of everything. So to the right was Hollis Avenue. So I used to always see Russell Simmons at there was a park called 34 Park. PS 34 is the school, but they call it 34 Park.
Yep.
But Russell Simmons was doing heroin over there. Like there was this.
Just out in the open?
Yeah, it was
It's like Dirty Mustache Russell, right?
Yeah, this is like way before his movie and
sexual harassment,
all that shit, all that fingering girls in the ass, all that bullshit. But he even admitted it because I interviewed him before. So he used to be at the chessboard table, and they used to do lines there before they play chess. So it was very like intellectual crackheads. I never saw nothing like that. It was like smart fucking crackheads. But it was like the illest shit. But I was young, so I didn't know who he was. But I used to see him all the time. And then
wait, so when he got famous, you were like, that guy?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I brought it up at the meeting. I was like, yo, but I tried to blackmail him, but he was like, everybody knows. Like, I was like, all right, fuck it. So the blackmailing didn't work, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't finger me in my ass. But the shit that's crazy is to the left, it was like literally like LL Cool J, the young version, where he was so skinny and he used to get beat up at 34 Park, where he had to get Diesel. That's why he got big in Diesel.
Yo, everything went down in 34th.
Yeah, 34 Park was like the meeting ground where everybody played ball. So all the ball players and a lot of weird ball players was like either there or Malloy. So it was like back and forth. But LL Cool J was on Linden Boulevard, which was on the left, and then to my far right was a guy called Stretch, Tall Stretch. He was with Live Squad. And then the crazy thing is he was doing beats back then, and everybody came on the block. So on 111th Road, I would literally, because I was Haitian, so I had a curfew. I couldn't come up my...
You're still Haitian.
Yeah, I'm still kind of Haitian. I have no choice, but I had a curfew. I couldn't come out my crib, so I used to water my grass and act like I'm like... my father's looking out the window like, watering the grass. Okay, he was like, okay, keep doing that. I was like, all right, so I'm watering the grass. And then Tupac, which was like part of Digital Underground back then. He was like the gangster Tupac. He had weird hippie clothes.
He was a dancer at the time.
Yeah, he was like the dancer holding the crates and all that stuff. But he would go to Stretch to get the beats. So I would see Tupac getting Chinese food in a 40-ounce. I think it was like St. Ives back then or whatever. And he would literally like pass by my crib all the time. And then there was one time, I don't know what I did. Maybe I didn't bathe or something. My father was whipping me in my backyard. Like, Caribbean families whip their children.
Right? Yeah.
And it's not like now where you go to jail for the shit.
Right. Russian Jews, they just they steal the Betamax.
Oh, well. Hey, shit is real out here in these streets. So I'm getting whipped in my backyard. I don't remember what I was getting whipped for, but I'll never forget Stretch and Tupac stopped and was just watching me get whipped. Like, I'm getting whipped. And then my father would make me kneel, and I would say, pardon, papi. That means sorry, papi. I had to say pardon, papi, like, until I had to get the fuck up. So he would go in the house, and I'm in the backyard in the sun, like burning, And like after I got whipped by whatever, he
on your knees.
Yeah, on my knees, and I'm just saying, "Pardon, puppy, pardon, puppy." And then at the same time, Tupac and Stretch is laughing at me like, "Damn, you got whipped the fuck out!" Like, and they just like walked away after that. So that's the only connect. Like I never met Biggie or interacted with Tupac, but I know everybody in the industry. But the only Tupac connection is him watching me get whipped.
What a good like headline though.
That shit's fucked up. That's the story of my life, you know. So and then to the far like left, DJ Clue lived there and DJ Envy. Mm-hmm. So there were the reasons why I got into the mixtape shit.
But you knew them by like just
friendship,
yeah,
like, regular shit. Because I went
Rashawn.
to
and Ernesto, right?
Ernesto,
yeah.
They lived on Murdoch. They basically lived across the street from each other. They were like mama boys and shit. So the shit that's crazy is when I went to SiriusXM Post, and then I fucked up in school, so I had to take like a summer course. So me and DJ Clue was in the same class during that year, and then he was telling me, "Yeah, I'm quitting, motherfucker. I'm chilling with Jay-Z." I was like, "Yeah, whatever, motherfucker, fuck out of here." Right? So we're both in the same class, and literally like 2 days later, I'm looking at his like desk, and he's not there. I'm like, "Oh shit, motherfucker!" And then literally, I saw him with a BMW 325i, like the old school box joint, with like speakers. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm with Jay-Z, nigga." So he really was with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
So
well, you were with Tupac though, so like, you know.
Well, I wasn't really with Tupac. That shit is not cool, man. But yeah, he said fuck you, and then he just left with Jay-Z. So he went on his way to stardom, and he was like really like a hood legend at that time. But here I am, I'm still this stupid Haitian in the hood.
Well, before that, like, not to cut you off, but like, what did you want to do if not be a DJ?
I was studying computer engineering.
Wow.
So
is that what your parents wanted you to do?
My father was a blueprint engineer at Con Edison, so I wanted to be, because, you know, it was getting like more like the 1989, 80s. So I was like, let me get, computer was like the in thing to get into.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be a blueprint engineer, obviously. Fuck, I'm touching like, you know, papers and bullshit.
Yeah.
So I quit, and then I wanted to be like follow under my father's footsteps and become a computer engineer. And then one day I was in class, I was like, fuck this shit, because everybody was like fat, nerdy.
Yeah. And
then the teacher was like, you got to study for the rest of your life. There's, you know, and back then we were doing MS-DOS.
Oh my God.
So that's how old school I am. Like, so they were like, yo, it was crazy, man. That's like
people listening to this podcast are going to be
like we were taking apart calculators. Like, fuck a computer. Like, we took apart a calculator, for Christ's sakes, and we're like touching it, get zapped and shit. And then fucking, I was like, yo, I'm not going to study for the rest of my fucking life. Are you kidding me? Like, even after college, I still have to, like, upgrade my shit because, you know, they had all this other shit coming out. I was like, man, I'm out of here. Like, so I quit, like, literally, like, 3 years in. And then I just got jobs. My first job was at I was a security guard in the airport.
Which one?
JFK. So I was like
Well, how much different is security guard, like being a security guard back then to what it is now? Because post 9/11,
I don't think there's a difference. Just sit in a box. I was doing fucking crossword puzzles, motherfucker. Like, I was a crossword puzzle king, man. Yo, I was in there for like 12 hours, like doing the New York Times, like, because I was bored out of my fucking mind. Either that or finger on my ass. Like, what else is there to do? So I fucking I became this crossword puzzle idiot, and then for like 7 years I was a security guard, and then
7 years.
Yeah, then I upgraded to then I got 2-3 years in customs. Because I took the test, and then my Haitian father was cursing me the fuck out, like, fuck you, nigga, you dumb nigga, you know, like, you know how Haitian parents talk to their black kids and shit. So I was a dumb nigga for a couple of months until I passed the test, and then I became like a custom agent where I had to like throw we had this little Fraser dog that would run inside the fucking Air Jamaica you know, like Air Jamaica was number one. Every time they would land, everybody's getting locked up. You know, it's like, I've seen it all, like weed and bras, weed and weaves, like everything,
everywhere.
So so I did that for a little bit, and during that time I was doing it, I kind of like ran up on like my baby moms at that time. So
congratulations.
I wasn't really like.
What do you mean ran up on? You brought the Fraser dog and like they're there.
Yeah.
No, I came in her. I ran up. I came in her ass.
Yeah.
So here I am.
That's
like,
how you make a baby.
Yeah, here comes the little nigga. You know what I'm saying? So now here comes the baby, and then at the same time, I was I kind of like linked up with DJ Clue and Envy because they were out there moving tapes.
Yeah,
but I was doing like blend tapes like as a hobby at that time. So, but you know, it was tapes. It wasn't even CDs. So I was just moving them shits around like crazy. And at the same time, my whole neighborhood was like rappers and like, you know, like Steve Style. Everybody that's like a industry head was like heavy in this part of Queens Village. So the thing that's even weirder is like, here I am, like even back then when I told you I had a curfew, I was watering my grass. 50 Cent was known as Boo Boo. Would drive up. He would be on a
because he was fat.
As fuck.
Yeah.
He was like
Not just a little.
He was $1. Fuck 50. That nigga was like $1.25. Yo, but the shit that's crazy is like he used to roll up on my block and beat motherfuckers up that owed him money. So he was like a barely like drug dealer bully, you know. So he's like the first Debo, like, oh shit, here comes 50, and everybody's running or whatever. And I used to watch this shit, and I never knew who he was. I never interacted with him. I was just seeing him beat people up in the corner, and he gets back on his fucking baby ninja. He's like 300 pounds. You know what a baby ninja is?
Like a tiny Ducati?
The tiny ones.
It's like the little fucking cars of Europe. Like,
Yeah.
This motherfucker is like 300 pounds. So it's like he will get on the shit and he's out. So I've seen
It's
this
like working at the circus.
I know, yeah.
It's kind of mind-boggling. Like you see this like going down, and then literally like 10 years later, like I'm on stage in front of like 100,000 people with him. So, yeah. So that's why it's so fucked up about this hip hop shit because you know it took like a lot of shit for him to get where he's at, and it took a lot of shit to get where I'm at. So meanwhile, in the traveling, or should I say the adventure of like getting from point A to point B, I just connected with DJ Clue and Envy. Envy was the real reason because he was like Clue's assistant.
Yep.
So what I would do is Clue would drop his tape and all the exclusives, and then Envy would give it to me after. So I would give Envy or his assistant like $500 for giving me all Clue's exclusives.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I'm robbing the industry at the same time. So I had a combination of whatever Clue dropped that week combined with whatever scraps I could find. And then I would just like creatively like lie, or I would change the title. Like if Clue had a Jay-Z song called "Give It to Me," and I'll just change it like "Give It to Me Now," and then people would get pissed like "Fucking Whoo Kid, man."
Right, yeah.
But at the same time, I trick you with the Jay-Z shit, but I got a Nas joint. You know what I'm saying? Or I got like whatever Nature or whoever was out. I was robbing at that time. At least I got like an exclusive to balance out the lies. And then eventually the lies kind of like dissipated because, you know, I was just robbing like the engineers. I would go to where they would do the songs. Like if Biggie just finished doing a fucking session, I would go there and pay the engineer because they broke. You know what I'm saying? I pay him like a G.
You're going to like magazines, like the Source.
Source magazine was number one. I'm snitching on these fuckers. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them. I would go there. They had loser interns.
Yeah.
They giving them like fucking bagels.
These are your sources,
I know,
and you're calling them losers.
Losers. They're giving them bagels and shit. Like you guys having bagels and fucking juice. That's their fucking income. Like, come on, man. So I would go there, and the labels would send them one verse of each song to give them the 5 mic bullshit.
Right.
So it was interns that was giving them 5 mics. It wasn't even like record execs or somebody of importance. It was just like regular people, just like 5 mics. This mic is good. So all I needed was one verse and a hook, and that's a song. So that's why labels, because of us leaking shit, labels started like imprinting and like tagging the songs.
But was
like,
Clue cool with you?
Clue didn't know what was going on the whole time. All 6 years, he never knew that I was stealing his shit from him, and he didn't even know I had his machines because there was these replay machines that cost like $3,000.
Yeah,
I refused to buy, but I would take them from Envy. I would give Envy like 500 to just give me the machines.
You did the Betamax thing to him. Yeah.
He never knew because, you know, when you run those heads, that shit costs like $1,500 of repair. But Clue's like, why is my heads like done? So you can imagine if Clue's dubbing like, let's say 30,000 tapes or 50,000 tapes, and I'm dubbing like 10,000. So he really was dubbing from 40 to 50,000 tapes a month from those machines and never knew.
Did you go uptown too, where all them would like
buy the tapes and everything?
Yeah.
I would go where's that place again?
Like 200 and something, right?
There's one on 14th and the Garment District.
Oh, down there?
Yeah, they had like the CD. They sold CDs and they sold tapes.
Yeah,
and they sold like copying stuff.
But to distribute everything, like everyone said, they would meet up with Splash and everyone uptown.
I was the king of that shit. It was to a point where I was laughing. I think when I bought my first Benz, that's when I was like, holy shit. Like, you know, I was still living with my parents and shit.
What'd they say?
They don't know. It's stupid ass Haitians. Like, what is this? Oh, you got the Mercedes? I was like, yeah, man.
Yo, security works out.
Security, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. So, and it's to a point where I abused my security job where I would stay like, I would do like 12-hour shifts, but I'm literally dubbing the tapes in the booth. Like I would tell people, "Nah, I don't want no break." You know.
By the way, you're not fucking up your job. You're fucking up this country.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I was like, yo, fuck security. You know what I'm saying? Because they were paying me what $7.50 an hour, $8 an hour, and then I had like the main like security booth where like what's his name from Cuba came
Castro.
Yeah, Castro came, and I had to like watch when he came. Like the plane landed, the back of the plane opened, and the tank came out, and then he had to go through my shit. But I had to check like the tank. I was like, I pressed the button. I was like, see ya. Enjoy the UN, buddy. Peace. I'm checking that shit. I look like a hero.
While you're dubbing shit, like
I'm literally like copying. Like I don't even remember what tape I was copying, but while I was copying, the tank with Castro passed by my shit, and I didn't even check the shit. First of all, I ain't no fucking hero for $8 an hour. Like I'm not going putting shit under there.
Wait, do you go watch Get Out and the fucking like TSA guys? And they're just like not realistic whatsoever.
Yeah,
like,
I would never like. I'm not being a hero for $8 an hour. I'm sorry. Like, and then a lot of like presidents came through, but I think the illest one was Castro. Like, and then you could tell like it was a tinted tank.
Yeah.
He refused to like step on like American soil because he thought that he would be assassinated. So I'll never forget it. Like the shit just landed. He came out. There was like mad army motherfuckers. But my post, like my boss was like, yo, he's coming through your post. So make sure you check the tank. Make sure you check his security. I was like, see ya.
Yeah, for all you know, it's no limit passing
all
by.
All I cared about was the chicken airplane dinners that they had that day and me dubbing. I had to dub like 3,000 tapes, and usually it takes like in 1 hour. It takes like it dubs like 500 tapes in an hour or some shit like. So I had to map out my hours. So it's crazy. Like any security guard that knew me from back in the days could tell you that I was like the dubber. Like that's all I did, and I did it for years. Like,
did anybody steal your tapes?
Oh, you mean as far as what? Like copying? Like, yeah, that's part of the game. So what I would do is I would sell masters because I knew they were gonna bootleg it.
Yeah.
So the only places that I sold like tapes to would be like maybe like mom and pop stores, or I would like I created this thing where anywhere that had drug dealers outside, like selling like nickel bags or whatever, I would have tapes in the bodegas because they all loved like mixtapes or whatever. So when I really started selling 50 cent shit, like the G-Unit tapes, I would have them all. I had like probably like I never even got caught with these bodegas, by the way. I had like almost over 180 bodegas. Damn. And it was a joke because I would drive around literally in a Lambo, and you know Lambo the front joints pop up, and I would just literally pop the hood and just like take tapes out, and at that time I had my baby mom, so I had this Japanese chick like going in there collecting the money, come back out. Like it was crazy. I never had like a gangster. Like Clue had a gangster like beating people up that owed him. Yeah. People were like more like kind of worried that I wouldn't come back to drop the next tape.
Oh my god.
So they would never like fuck with my money. Like just don't have me drive there.
Yeah.
It's already like dangerous as it is.
Right,
like,
there's a lot of potholes on 14th Street. You don't want to fuck up your Lambo.
I have no license, so it's like
you had no license.
I haven't had a license in 20-some years.
Wait.
Yeah.
You never took your driver's test.
Yeah, I took it.
Oh,
but it got revoked. I don't know. Like I think it got revoked. I'm as nigger as it gets, man.
It got revoked, and then
revoked.
You're out there driving a Lambo.
I haven't had a license in years. I remember TMZ would have like bets on when I get locked up again. Like, but now thank God.
So you just drive
Uber.
by like all the paparazzi with your finger out, like just like.
I drive like
all right.
Right now. I drive in like Long Island or Jersey because I know most of the police, but I don't drive in the city due to terrorism.
Yeah.
And I'm a nigga, so I'm not trying to be like getting pulled over out here. Like,
so you're out here taking public transportation?
No, I'm on Uber right now. Yeah, Uber out here in the city. But in Long Island, nobody fucks with me. You know, I go to the gym. I'm like, hey, I got my passport. I think my passport is officially my license. Like that's how fucked up I am. And the police is like, what is this? Like,
well, my ID is it's me as a 16-year-old. And it says I'm 5'11". I'm 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah. So that's why you have to.
No fucking way. You're like a child.
Yeah. It's like a fake ID in the wrong direction.
What is going on here?
I can't use it on planes.
Like a kid. Get out of here, yo.
I used it to get into the Cardi B show last night.
You might be getting invited to Black China show. She's fucking them little kids now.
YB and Jeff Rosenthal.
My homie, by the way. I love him, by the way, because I wanted to fuck my gym teacher when I was young. You know what I'm saying? He's living that life right now, man. Even though he's fucking a fucking suitcase. Yeah. Fake ass shit. I don't understand this fake ass shit. But anyway, fast forwarding, and then all this shit is so weird that it just like it all came to fruition. Like, you know, like.
Well, so okay, so you're killing it mixtape wise. Mm-hmm. Who was your competition?
Clue was always a competition.
Yeah.
Clue was always like, but it wasn't competitive if you don't drop with him. So
right.
So the way we avoided that, like me, K Slay, maybe two other cats that was selling tapes, we would wait until Clue drop and then we drop.
Yeah.
Because then that way we could see what he has on his list, and then we just like either lie about our you know, I lied like a motherfucker. I had like Nas featuring fucking Jay-Z,
right? Yeah,
Tupac. I was lying like crazy.
By the way, you were the reason why, like, when we had Napster and you download those songs.
Oh,
and it's
yeah,
just, like,
forget
featuring
about it.
Kanye and Jay-Z
forget
and like,
about it.
and it's just like all these names. It's like, whoa, really? And then it's not. Like
there'll be like a mix. Like we'll do like those blends and shit. Like because you know a lot of the albums had acapellas.
Yeah.
So I would be like, yo, let's just put another beat on here, switch the song, and then sometimes the way I would trick people is because you know the acapellas is like the third verse. Nobody really knows third verses of a lot of these big artists. It's usually the first verse, second verse, and then third verse. Who gives a fuck?
No, it's your
the
cousin.
Third verse is a new record.
Yeah.
I put a beat under that. Here it is. Nas. I don't know, like free the black man. I don't know. I call it whatever. But nobody never knew. They'd be like, yo, when did Nas come out with this? Never know. But now I'm the king of like. I had to dead that shit because once I got kidnapped by Big Pun, I was like, it's over.
Right. So who came calling for you first?
I think CNN was the first one because I was leaking the shit out of their shit.
And how'd they track you down?
They never caught me.
Oh.
So I'm good. Like Nori was like, I remember Nori was like, yo, we were trying to find you for years, and then fucking it just so happened my second DJ gig was with CNN.
Yeah.
And then they told me how many times they tried to get me. They missed me by like maybe like a few hours.
They just start paying you to find you?
No.
Yeah.
They were just like people were calling me, yo, who kids it? I remember one time I missed them by like maybe like 30 minutes. I was getting a haircut.
Oh my God.
And I just missed them by like I was like, see ya.
Yo, that's why you get your hair cut like in private now.
Yeah, I'm
Bring
private.
the barber to you.
My barber comes to me. Shout out to Light, by the way. Light always cuts my hair. He only cuts me in 50, but I am not going to no fucking barbershop because back then it was cool, but I remember I avoided Suge Knight. I went to a barbershop in LA, and I remember when I leaked like a Tupac song, but Snoop gave me the song.
Yeah.
But Snoop had beef with Suge Knight, and he couldn't get clearance. But Snoop sent it to me without my knowledge that he's trying to get revenge on Suge, and I leaked the shit.
And you had already put out Realist.
That was the song.
No, I mean Realist Killers was the song.
Yeah, Realist Killers was the song that I combined 50 with.
Right.
But I didn't know that Snoop was like, fuck this nigga, and gave it to me to create this shit. And then fucking, man, I was getting a haircut, and then my boy was like, yeah, Suge Knight's about to come here. Man, I ran out of there with, man, I had half a cut, man. I was looking like a gay Mr. T, man. I was in there like, I was looking crazy. It looked like someone put a bowl on my head. I was like, I'm out of here. Fuck that. I avoided shit like twice.
Any red car that you saw in your periphery, you're
I'm out of here, man. Red, man. Anything red. Fucking out of here. But I think that was part of like being the DJs that we were. The adrenaline rush of people trying to find us and like even almost dying. You know, like even I thought I was gonna die when I was with Pun.
Yeah.
But
then after
he
a while,
put an Uzi in your face.
Yeah, like
That's a good way to
die.
To die.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of like encouraged it because I thought I was talking.
Shoot me.
I thought I was talking to a fucking promoter because back then there was no cell phones, so I put like 2 quarters in the fucking
50 cents.
Yeah.
So I guess it was meant to be. I called this motherfucker, and then I thought it was a promoter. He was breathing crazy, but I thought I was talking to a promoter because when I went to the Apollo to meet up with them, the promoter wasn't there. So I used to always curse the promoters out back then. Fuck you. So meanwhile, Pun is doing banned from TV video shoot with Nas, CNN, everybody's there, and he had me on like I guess those weird old big ass cell phones that was connected to the box.
The block,
the big
Zach
drug
Morris
dealer
phone.
block.
Yeah.
And then all you hear is me yelling at this guy, and then Nas is like, "Yo, who is this guy?" I was like, "Oh no, but we gotta get him after this shit." And then he said it, and then Nori told me like, "Yo, I'll never forget when they played it in a boombox. They played this shit on that tape, and then he called you right after." and then you didn't even know it was him. And
Did you have your number on your tapes?
Yeah, my number's on there.
Big mistake.
Yeah, because that's the only way I could get people like either to buy more or to book me for shows.
So you pull up to the Apollo in your...
I had a piece of shit Honda Accord with the lights that go up. This is before I even started blowing up. So
it could have ended before, like right then and there.
Yeah, it would have been over. But I think he saw that I had a piece of shit car, and I was like hustling to get money because he told me that in the car. He's like, "Yeah, you hustling." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Get me out of here, man! Fuck what you talking about?" But the thing that's crazy, I always have a tape on me to give to the promoter to keep my promote. And then I was kneeling in the van, so when he made me get up to sit next to him, my tape came out my coat and fell on the floor, and it's the same tape I got beef with. And then all I heard was "God damn, I walk out!" Like his boys were screaming, and I thought it was good. I was like, "I'm gonna die!" Like I was screaming. It was so traumatizing. Like,
what were you saying on your knees? Pardon, Poppy?
No, I definitely wasn't saying that. I definitely wasn't saying that. I was like, I'm gonna fucking die for a whack ass song. But it's that's crazy. It's like, it's all from the Jay-Z beef.
Yeah.
That, when he supposedly came out the club and they banged him over the head with the bottle, and I had like the record where he never responded to Pun, but I had like it was like some middle finger you, like some different version from Sauce Money. Sauce Money came back at them, but it's funny because even in the car he was like, "Yo, on your next tape, in the intro, you're gonna say fuck Jay-Z. You're gonna say," I'm like, "Yeah, I'll do whatever. Just get me the fuck out this car. Like, I'm gonna get the fuck out the van. Like, right. Yeah, I got you." So, and then literally, like, we spoke for a little bit, and then he talked about like why he had issues with me. It's not because of the song or whatever. It's just I guess the gangs at that time, the Latin Kings, was laughing at Pun. That they couldn't believe that this song was out, and then none of the DJs played it. I was the only dickhead that played the song.
Right.
Clue didn't play it. Nobody, Envy. And then there was a Beat Street back then. There's a store called Beat Street, and I remember Fat Joe called the store, and then the fucking guy over there was like, "Yo, this Whoo Kid tape is fire, man! Like, it's going ham right now." I was like, "What?" Fat Joe was like, "What?" Like, so that's why there was like a rumor where Fat Joe supposedly caught me in the Bronx. But that
did not happen.
Nah,
okay.
it didn't.
No,
happen.
they just caught you on 125th Street.
Yeah.
Have you surrounded this shit?
Yo, after you left there, were you just like, "What the fuck am I doing?"
Yeah, I was just like bugged out. Like I was like, "Yo, this is gonna stop today, man." But
Guess what?
honestly, it didn't stop. It didn't really stop. I was like, but I was like, I'm gonna be more cautious, and I'm gonna leak shit, but I'm gonna hear what I'm leaking, because the problem is I didn't hear the song.
Yeah,
I was just like, this is new. All right, I'm putting it on. I put it in. I just heard a little bit of it. Sounds hot. I wasn't like lyrically like checking shit out.
Right. You're like, I'm just gonna move around here like smarter in a Lambo.
even Max B, when Max B called me to do his tape, I didn't really know he was really going at Jim Jones and all those guys.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know until the tape was finally done, and I see Jim Jones with a wig on the cover with like tranny clothes and stuff. I didn't know. I was like, can you guys like let me know, because I hang with Dipset, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, so
that's on you. You're just putting your name on shit.
I just gave him the Whoo Kids, and then it sounded hot. I don't know. I just like Whoo Kid, ooh, put the gunshots, and then I just kept it moving.
Like, do you even know that you co-hosted our mixtape?
Oh yeah.
I don't even remember. I did over 600, so I don't remember half the shit I've done.
So Drama put a mixtape of ours out in 2013.
That's crazy.
And he was just like, "Yo, what do you think we get like Whoo Kid to say something too?" We're just like, "Sure, go for it." And then the next thing you know, you're on there. In
Get the fuck.
Yeah. We'll play it for you after. It's hilarious. Yeah.
Get the fuck out. You see, but this is what I'm saying. Like I was doing like.
Oh, by the way, we have no beef with Jimmy Jones.
Oh
so
no.
we're good. Yeah.
I hope not.
Yeah,
Man.
he was actually just up here, but yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. We just make that clear.
And the best part is that like behind you, there's a Killer Crunch thing, like with Cam, right? Like
shit.
cereal box, and he was like, "Oh, that's cool." We're like, "Oh, yeah, but don't." We're like, "Don't look the other way." And then it's this like these two things with French Montana, these two giant mac and cheese boxes. We're like, he's like, "I'm not gonna fuck up your apartment." We're like, "All right, good, thank you."
Bro,
Yeah.
I don't even know what I was doing. I was doing too many tapes back then to be trying to figure it out. That's why I had to end. Like I ended all that leaking shit. Thank God, like I linked up with 50, because it deaded me. Like, because back then the reason we stole so much shit is like hard to have like multiple different artists to do a really multiple hot tape.
Did you ever steal anything of 50's?
Yeah, I had old 50 shit. Like,
did he like run up on you?
No, because he didn't mind
knew where
back
to find
then.
you.
Yeah, well,
watering the lawn.
I mean, he probably didn't even know what was going on back then. But the thing is, 50 didn't mind, like, because 50 was like the DJ's like the artists for the DJs.
Yeah.
Like he respected the DJs because they're the ones that's like bootlegging is the reason why 50's like out of here.
For sure.
You understand? So he never was that guy. But I had multiple like people like just from LL to Nori to, I mean,
All
Jesus.
Queens dudes?
Yeah, a lot of Queens guys because.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Puff was when I finally, I don't even know how I got this Biggie shit because I was hanging with
You know how you got it. Come
Track
on.
Masters. Yeah, I was hanging with Track Masters for a little bit, and that's when Beyonce, like Destiny Child, was like sleeping on the floor. Like I used to see Beyonce all the time, just chilling, like
Regular.
on some hood shit.
Yeah.
Like, so Destiny Child back then, they did mad records with all the rappers. Like they had features like 50, Nas, everybody.
Wayne, yeah.
So I would go to the label and then I would try to get the exclusives first from Sony or whoever label they were under.
Yeah.
But then in my visits to the label, you know, I ran up with Trackmasters, and Trackmasters, you know, obviously was a fan of me leaking and all this crazy shit. So then I was supposed to do a tape with them, and I did leak some of their songs, but they gave me the joints. You know what I'm saying? But they gave me like a DAT. Like,
Yeah.
they gave me like 20 DATs to go through shit. They were like,
Oh,
"Yo,
for anyone who didn't understand what a Betamax tape is,
Yeah.
that is way smaller, but also doesn't exist anymore.
that is obsolete like a motherfucker, man. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I can't even shout this out. But he gave me like a whole bunch of songs that I had to like pick to do the tape. So I had to pick like 10 songs out of all the songs they've done. So some of them is out already, or remix, or different versions. So I'd been did the tape. Tape was out, whatever. And then just one day I was just bored going through shit. And I'm going through all my DATs, but I was looking for something else. And I went through one of their tapes by mistake. And then I'm hearing this Biggie session. But I think they didn't even know they gave it to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going through the session. I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the hell's going on here? I never heard this Biggie verse. So I called like 5 people like in the industry, like, yo, you heard this? I'm shouting out the verses. I'm saying, and they were like, yo, what you talking? I was like, no, don't worry about it. I will hang up on them and shit. And then I called Stretch Armstrong, and Stretch Armstrong was like, yo, I honestly never heard of this shit right here. So then he had Red Spider at that time. So I was like, yo, I think we should just add a beat on here. So I gave the acapella to Red Spider. It wasn't even acapella. It was like just a rough session. And I don't know how he cleaned it. He took all the extra talking out because Biggie was talking mad shit on there. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk. I don't want to tell you what he's talking about.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like, I want to live for the next couple of years.
Right.
Yeah. So he was talking mad shit on there, but he cleaned it up. And then he put the beat on it, and then I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is this? And then I was like, yo, let me call 50 to see if he'll get on this, because we were doing like the next tape or whatever. I don't remember which tape it was, but he was like, I sent it to him, and he was like, fuck it, let's do it. I said, yo, I don't think it's out. And 50 was like, what? So then that's when we called it Realest Niggas, because the hook is Trackmasters screaming, really, nigga. I don't know what the fuck he's saying, be my nigga, whatever. So I was like, what the fuck? So I planned to do Hot 97 that Monday, and I set it up because my show was from 12 to 1.
Yeah.
But I set it to drop at 12:45, so I have enough time to leave. So because 1 o'clock my shit is over. So Flex, everybody's driving home. The DJ Enough, like Angie Martinez, everybody's driving home. They're leaving because the show is over, but my show is on now. They're laughing because I was doing some fucking Julio Iglesias shit. I don't know. I was playing Julio Iglesias hits, some dumb shit. And then at the
Pardon,
end,
Papi.
yeah, pardon, Papi, motherfucker. And then all of a sudden, yo, I think Enough almost crashed his car. Flex was like, what the fuck? I started playing it. I'll never forget I started playing, because the thing is, I did a Puff Daddy tape, a Bad Boy tape, like maybe like a year earlier, but I still had the Puff drops. So I put Puff on the intro. Like,
Made it seem official.
yeah,
legitimate,
it was,
right?
It was he was like DJ Whoo Kid, Bad Boy, Shadyville collaboration.
Yeah.
But that was from the tape. But I put that in the beginning of the Biggie song.
So it was not a Bad Boy G-Unit
Definitely was
collaboration.
nothing
Yeah.
of that
Yeah.
nothing of such. Then and then 50 starts rapping, and then at the same time, I think Puff is in his office, and just like somebody called him, because I was bringing it back like mad bomb. I'm bringing it back. Yo, this is crazy, Biggie, 50, yo. Yeah. So Puff is like, yeah, right. So Puff is in the office. Yo, Puff heard that shit, yo. Holy shit! Yo, my boy was like in the office, like he saw him flipping the table, because he supposedly is supposed to hear every Biggie joint ever made. Like, how Puff Daddy didn't hear a Biggie song, a Biggie verse, that is. So he's flipping, he's trying to find out where I'm at, and there's a warm line in Hot. The red, when you see that red light come on, I didn't see it, I was gone. I was like, see ya. I played like bad. I played like maybe like 3-4 times, and I was out of there. I got there's a secret elevator. You get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Like Flex, everybody uses when people trying to kill them and shit.
Yeah.
Yo, I was out. And my boys down there with the car. I was like, yo, let's get the fuck out of here. So I didn't have to come back for like 3-4 weeks because I was on tour with 50 anyway. So once I did that, and the shit went viral, it went everywhere. And there was no social media back then.
Right.
Yeah.
So I knew it was bad when I think we had to go like literally 2 weeks. We landed in South Africa. We had to meet Nelson Mandela.
Had
so
to.
Yeah. The usual nigga shit. And we hung out with him. And then once we did the concert, I played realest niggas at the concert, and I couldn't believe how Africans that literally, I don't even know how the rumor was so crazy that it went out there so fast that they knew the word, like word for word, realest niggas.
Mandela was into it.
I don't know if he was into it. He couldn't hear shit back then, but he was like, oh, he was screaming his ass off, but it was like, I couldn't believe it. I mean, it was like 20,000 African guys and maybe 100 girls. But at the end of the day,
It's like SOBs.
yeah, it's like an SOB concert. Fuck, I hate that place. Can never get no. I've never got pussy in SOBs, by the way. I'll let New York know that.
By
Just
way,
for the record.
You know who gets the most pussy?
For the fucking record. Like,
Blueprint engineers.
fuck yeah. But the shit that's crazy is like, yo, I just can't believe how crazy. Like, there was no social media. It was just strictly like maybe YouTube. But the rumor of that song branching out, so the bootlegs was like out of here. People bootlegged it, put it on their tapes. Every DJ had it. And meanwhile, Puff is like looking for me like 3 weeks straight trying to find out. And then good old 50 Cent had to fucking do SNL.
Had to.
And we had to do rehearsal there.
Yeah.
And then I was so pissed. I was like, yo, this motherfucker. So I'm like, I don't think Puff coming up here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just doing rehearsal and shit. Then all of a sudden, like, I see Puff like in the corner, like
At SNL?
Yeah, at the I guess the fork in the road, and I don't know, like in the area, like he's just like looking around to see if I'm really doing rehearsal. So I see him, but to the right was like straight. There's a straight way straight to 50's dressing room. So I know if I get to 50's dressing room, I'm safe. You know what I'm saying? He ain't really gonna do shit to me. So I try to I didn't run, but I walked very hastily. I remember I had these fucking.
Wait, you say hastily or Haitianly?
Like, no, hastily,
Both.
Yeah. And I had these Jay-Z fucking. Those those Jay-Z sneakers he had.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Reeboks?
Yeah, the Reebok.
Oh, the
joints.
S. Carters?
Yeah, the S. Man, S. was like, see ya. I was like, I never ran so fast. I tried to like really. I didn't want to make it look like I'm a pussy, so I tried to like run a little quick. But he caught me in the intersection and had me in a headlock, and he walked with me straight into 50's room in a headlock. I mean, it was a cool headlock. It was like no rough shit. Like, it was soft and delicate. You know what I'm saying? So I fucking get in there with 50's in there like eating hummus or some dumb. I don't know what he's doing. He's drinking some energy drink or some shit.
Right.
He looks up and he's like puffing me like, and then he's laughing and shit because he already know what's going on. Like he's like, oh boy, what's going on, man? I was like, yo, the Puff is like, I want you to tell me where you get that song from. Now I want to know right now. I was like, come on, man, I can't. This is cool in the streets.
Yeah.
Don't do that out here, man. Come on, Puff. And then Fifth was laughing. He was like, come on, man, just tell him, man. Just let him know. I was like, nah, man. I want to know, man. All right. Trackmaster's like, what? Get the fuck out of here. Yo, he ran out of there. He was so pissed. And I don't know what he did with Trackmaster. I haven't heard from Trackmaster since. So
Wait,
I don't know.
when
I don't even know where they at. Where are they?
when Puff puts you into a headlock, is he wearing sunglasses? Like, is he
Yeah,
cool?
sunglasses.
He's cool while doing it.
Yeah, sunglasses and everything. I mean, as I recall, I was a little bit like,
You were looking down. Yeah.
I was just happy I was in 50's dressing room, so I knew nothing was gonna happen. But he wanted to kill me like a few times. Like Puff, man. Oh man, I was a leaker, man. Oh, fuck. He came to like a club one time. I think I leaked something else. I don't remember what it was. I'm DJing and I feel somebody like grabbing my leg. And then, matter of fact, I was making fun of him. I don't think I leaked anything. I was just making fun of him on my radio show, and he heard it. And then fucking, I feel somebody like grabbing on my leg because the DJ booth was kind of like
raised.
It was a raised booth, but all you see is like this hand with like, I see like a Rolex like grabbing on my shit, and I had these tall ass socks at that time because I was into Philly culture really big back then, so I had these really tall, so I feel like I look down and he's like, yo, I'm to kill you right now. I was like, what? And it was Harv Pierre's birthday. They had me DJ his birthday party.
Harv.
Yeah,
so I don't know why they didn't think Puff would come.
He's gonna kill you at Harv's birthday.
I was like, yo, man, it's Harv's birthday, man. yo, I was like, come on, man. You know I was joking. Yo, I want to kill you now. I was like, yo, it's amazing
that he's like such a positive individual now.
Yo, all that love shit. Yeah. That shit was not love back then. But the shit that's crazy, like I've done like countless like parties with him in Vegas, rehab. Like,
right.
We've done historical, crazy parties together. But the fact that that's the story of my life. Like even like Paul Rosenberg wanted to kill me. You know, I leaked the Eminem joint. You know what I'm saying? So I was banned from Detroit. Like I couldn't land in Detroit.
No fly zone. Yeah.
Yo, super no fly zone. Yeah. No Trick Daddy, man. It was Paul Rosenberg was like, "Fuck you, nigga."
No Trick. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Trick. Yeah. Oh my God. I die.
Do you have problems with Trick Daddy?
Yeah, no, I have no problems with Trick Daddy.
Yo,
I'm cool with him.
Pardon Trick Poppy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Yeah, I've always had issues where. You know, I've always told myself, like, if you're not, like, especially if you're a mixtape DJ back then, if you're not, like, in the danger zone where you could die, then you're not really doing anything. Like, that's why Clue, when Biggie, like, I was kind of, like, influenced when Biggie went on Hot 97, was like, yo, I want to kill DJ Clue for leaking One More Chance. Yeah. Because he leaked, like, one
By the
verse.
way, what a drop.
Yeah. Oh, my God. And that blew up Clue so much that it lapped trying to kill him. He became so popular where he became part of the industry. So I didn't get that right. I got like almost
you got
caught.
Actually beat up.
Yeah, I got kidnapped, almost caught, but I still got I got it later.
Yeah,
but only because thank God I ran up with 50, and then we started this mixtape shit.
What was the class of DJs you were with when you were working at Hot 97? The rotation was like you and like was it
Green Lantern,
yeah,
K-Slay,
K-Slay, Green Lantern.
Was it Absolute or was it
Absolute? Yeah, he was the fourth one.
Yeah. So you had Monday nights.
Well, Clue left and went to Power, and then they gave me Monday.
He flipped the switch.
He was like, "See ya, peace."
How much did you sort of like plant your flag at Hot 97?
I did a lot of planning, man, because it was perfect timing for me because my show was from like 11 to 1 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So I literally went on after Flex got off.
Yeah.
So I had a great prime time where people were waiting because I had exclusives and shit. The only thing is, you know, cleaning exclusives was a nightmare. Especially like, you know, R.I.P. Prodigy, like Lil Wayne. These guys cursing like every 2 seconds. It's like fuck, nigga, fuck.
Right.
So
how about Realist?
Bro, it's like fucking. It's a nightmare.
I love.
Yeah, it was like
me.
Like beep beep.
And I should only love that which is me.
But what's crazy back then, nigga was allowed, bitch was allowed on radio.
Overnights?
Yeah, anytime.
No.
Like I mean. I was playing. I let the nigga go and bitch go. It was cool.
But you don't play by the rules.
Yeah, I was like, but back then it was cool. Like, and then it got really strict after a while.
Who was the PD?
It was Tracy.
It was okay. Yeah.
So I was cool, and then
how was your relationship with her?
That was cool. Because
she's the ice queen, though.
Yeah. Oh man, I want to smash it too, but other people were. But anyway, I don't want to talk about her pussy. But anyway, the shit that's crazy is fucking. I had LA time on lock because I had all the actors and stuff that were up. So if it's 11 o'clock in New York, it's like 8, 9, and 8 in LA. So getting like actors to call up
in, yeah.
Because I didn't care about them physically being in the studio.
Right.
I was just happy that they would call in.
Yeah.
So if you got like De Niro, all these guys calling in, yo, what up? It was very weird. It was like the wildest show. So. I think Ebro was like the assistant at that time, and he wanted it to be POW to go against Power. So that's why they call it POW. They call it POW Radio because Clue left. So that was like a revenge.
So they just wanted it to like muddy the waters and like confuse everybody.
Yeah, it was like some funny shit. But I mean, I went with it because I had my own slot.
Who gave you what was the weirdest drop you ever had?
Probably
like most random.
Okay, I'll think of one, then you think of one. Mine is Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, that was very random and weird.
What does he say?
He's like,
you're listening to G Unit Radio.
Yeah, yeah. You sound just like the motherfucker too. Yeah, he's like very random as fuck. I kidnapped him because I told him in Boy Scouts I saw an alien. And he's into aliens, and then he came on my show to talk about our experiences. Alien was standing outside my tent or some shit. I don't know. Whatever,
Yo, who would deny you? Who would deny you a drop?
I don't think I've ever been denied. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Well, one time
I got dropped from Trump. I got dropped from like weird people. Like ODB was crazy.
Yeah.
Macho Man Savage.
Wow.
You know, I got a couple dead legends. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
We one time,
couple dead niggas. You know?
one time we went to Atlantic. This is like when we were just starting, so like 10 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
We went to Atlantic when they were at 1290, and K-Slay was in the lobby, and so we're like, yo, we should go say what's up to K-Slay and go get a drop or something like that, right? Because we were doing sketch videos back
said
then.
no.
Well, he was like, yo, I'm eating a hot dog right now. You don't want to catch me? And we're like, I mean, I guess. And then a week later,
He did that video when he was going at
Uncle Murder.
Yeah,
Remember,
Uncle
like
Murder.
Papoose and Murder had like,
get the fuck out
Yeah,
of here.
And so he's sitting on the toilet eating a bowl of cereal, and Buffy the Body was in there too.
we're
or
just
something?
like,
God.
it's a video, and we're just
Yeah.
like, this guy can't give us a drop when he's eating, but like he's fine, like being on a toilet, like going after Uncle. Fine,
Yo, you
all
got
right,
beef
whatever.
with Kid Slay, man. Yeah, that guy's a drama king, man.
Yo, no,
Yeah,
we had him up here.
Yeah,
most
his-
amazing episode. Like
Yeah.
he did shit like you too. He would pay off like the kids who were just like interning at the studio and just
Hell
get.
yeah.
whatever.
Me and him had beef one time. We almost fought in the streets, but I just bought this Ralph Lauren shirt. I didn't want that shit to get fucked up. Yeah, I told him. He was like, it was like the weirdest shit. It was like Martin and Will Smith about to fight on Harlem. Like, it was fucking hilarious.
Were you both working at Hot at the time?
No, this is
Okay.
like before we even got into radio. Like, there was a like I said, I was getting songs handed to me from Envy's assistant, but he would give me shit, and then I used to do beef tapes all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah.
So there was a skit where I think what's his name, Raekwon was cursing out Irv Gotti.
Oh my god.
So I took the skit, but I didn't know that he took it from K-Slay's tape. But back then it was like is the ultimate like no, you don't take like skits from other people's shit.
Yeah.
Right, just the songs.
Yeah,
Just,
songs is cool.
Yeah.
Songs are
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
Everybody got the songs,
Right.
you know, unless it's like a K-Slay song.
Right.
But I doubt it. So the shit that's crazy is I put it on the intro of my tape, but you know, like I said, back then there was really no cell phones.
Right.
There was really no social media. So my ex-wife got me a fucking gig in Japan. It was like I wasn't even famous like that, but because I had, you know, in Japan it was like so cheesy and corny. All you need is like a resume. So I sent the resume to like the club.
Yeah.
And then I did like their radio show there. So they interviewed me from this resume. It was so cheesy. Japanese fucks. It was like whatever. And then fucking while I'm in Japan and I DJed this club Heaven. It's no longer there, by the way. That's
Right.
how old I am.
It's
But I
like
DJed
dat tapes and
yeah, Heaven is a
yeah.
rap. It was in Yokohama.
Oh, heaven is a rap. That
Yeah.
is that's a metaphor.
That is, yeah.
It's over, man.
Yeah.
It was in I'll never forget, it was in Yokohama. And then I DJed the club. And then while I'm out there for like a week enjoying whatever, and then K-Slay's in the streets trying to find me, and he can't find me because, my
He's
phone.
in the New York streets.
Yeah, he's in New York.
He's not out
streets.
there in Yokohama.
But back then, I didn't have like an overseas plan or shit like that. Like, you know, the phones was like so like
Yeah.
Yeah.
into this shit. It was new.
Yeah.
So it only works in America. So once I leave here, it's a wrap. I have no form of communication besides maybe email, but that's
Right,
it.
right.
So while I'm out there, and then I'm just like getting cursed out. He's trying to find me. He did a rap song dissing me because
Wait, K-Slay rapped against you?
yeah, he did a freestyle dissing me and my ex-wife, because my ex-wife used to be out there in the streets collecting the money.
Is that why you guys broke up?
No. I broke up because I went on Howard Stern. So I talked to Howard Stern. I didn't know 20 million people could hear my cheating stories, but I'm a dick. Howard Stern fucked my life up. But anyway, the shit that's crazy is like, he's out there. He did a freestyle. He dissed the shit out of me. He's talking about my wife's little ass, ching ching ming ming, called him Ming Ling or whatever. So I came back, and then now my phone comes on. Every DJ's calling me, Splash, this guy, Big Mike. Everybody's like, yo, K-Slay's killing you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what? So I tricked like Cabra to do like a freestyle to like go ham.
Wait, how did you trick him?
I did it in a way, I don't remember how I did it, but I did it in a way where it sounded like he's killing K-Slay.
Yeah.
So because it's kind of like fucked up if I go to Harlem and I get a Harlem artist to freestyle.
That's fucked
and
up.
go at him.
Yeah.
So K-Slay was like, oh my God. So, but K-Slay knew that I had to pick up, because K-Slay is from Harlem, so I
Yeah.
had to get my money from Harlem. You know what I'm saying? So I had to pick up. It's on 127th. It was an African. I forgot his name. It's fucking bootlegger. So I guess K-Slay was like waiting for like days, because I had to come get my money and I had to drop my tape. So I
Yeah.
had to come there. So I go there with my boy, And then I don't get out the car, so my boy gets out the car, and then K-Slade gets out. It's like, yo, 1-on-1, right now. I was like, what? So I get out, and then my boy, yo, he has like some crazy crackhead looking nigga with him, but the nigga had his hand in his pants. Like he had a gun or some shit, right? So I was like, oh shit, this nigga K-Slade is some real shit right now. So I told my boy, yo, put your hand in your pants too. So my boy put his hands in his pants, yo. It was like a fucking Mexican standoff, yo. We were standing out there. He was like, yo, so me like an idiot, I had to go the joke route because I'm not fighting K-Slade in the fucking Harlem streets, man. Right? Because the rumors alone was like, I don't got time for that shit. So K-Slade's taking everything off. Like he took his jacket off,
all of his leathers,
like
all of his furs,
MCM shit. All that shit was coming off. And he's like, yo, I want 1-on-1. He had a big white tee, 5X or whatever. And I'm like, I just bought this Ralph Lauren shit, man. This shit is hot right now. So he's like, yo, kid, I'm not playing, man. We're gonna do it now. I was like, nah, man, look at my face, dog. I'm not trying it. Yo, it was like the funniest shit. He was like, fuck you, nigga. And he just laughed. He just couldn't believe how crazy. He couldn't believe that I responded like that.
Yo,
I had to respond like that.
Of course,
yeah. So he's just like, this nigga stupid, man. Just ask K-Slade. He'll tell you this shit was like the weirdest shit ever. And
wait, but that's before or after you guys had worked together?
No, that's before.
You were doing mixtapes with them. Or you did a mixtape with them.
Yeah, but that's before.
Did you ever think about taking his rhymes and put them on your mixtape?
No, an exclusive.
Yeah, label it like Jay-Z featuring K-Slade.
Nah, definitely not. No, he actually made me rap with him. It's me, him, Clue. The song never came out. I don't know. It's me, him, Clue, and another DJ on a song. He made us like rap.
Have to send this to us.
Yeah.
It's somewhere out there. It should be out there.
No. You have to send this to us.
This is a must.
Don't play it like that. Yeah. Give us the whole DAT tape. We'll listen to the 2
it's
hours.
Like really bad.
Who do we have to pay $500 to get?
By the way,
really
I know it's really bad. I want to hear it.
Well, I know I was bad. I don't know about K-Slade. I was whack. I think I was
Clue.
I don't know. He was horrible too. I was talking about chimneys and all kinds of stupid shit. I don't know what the fuck I was talking about, like fire in a chimney or some dumb shit.
Yo, 3 the hard way.
Yeah.
It was. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the name. It was 3 something. I think it was the top 3 DJs was on. He got us the freestyle. I'll never forget that day. He made me come to the studio on right around the corner. It's on Sullivan. Where I don't know if you've ever been to Blue Ribbon. This is your studio.
Oh yeah.
He had us in there, and we did the record in there.
Wait, did you freestyle or was it written?
No, it was written out. My boy that was with me, he wrote it for me, and then I just rapped whatever he wrote. I don't even know what it was. I was like chimney, some stupid shit. No, that was some dumb shit. I don't know. Yo, it was like the worst ever. I don't want to remember it. It was like horrible.
I almost don't want to talk about anything else.
I know.
It was horrendous.
So you're blood cousins with Sha Money XL.
Yeah, like family related. I know me and him is like I'm the cutie, he's the ugly. Yeah, but yeah, that's my relative right there. You know what I'm saying? He's from the ugly side.
So what was it like when he was like, "Hey, I want you"?
He was super young. He was like the young kid that hung out with all the OGs.
Yeah.
He was like I think he used to hang with me when he was 15. Like it was so weird. Like I was like, yo, bro. Like I used to hang with his older brother, and then he just always hang with me.
Yeah.
Which was kind of weird. So I was always like the old guy.
But he was running with Boo Boo.
Yeah, he was running. I don't know how he even got. I never knew the story on how he got cool with him. But I think because he was doing beats at that time. So he had an MPC. So whoever owned the MPC 3000 was like the beat guy in the hood.
And at some point he was just like, I want you to DJ for this guy. And you're like, oh, the dude who used to beat up kids?
No, 50 Cent got shot the fuck up.
Oh, right.
They tried to kill his ass. And then 50 was like, yo, I ain't hiring no DJ. And it has to be somebody that's related or whatever.
Really?
And then Sha was like, yo, my cousin Whoo Kid does the mixtapes. And then...
And you had DJ'd before. I mean, you had acted as a DJ for Juvenile.
Yeah, I was a juvie. I was a juvie, Nori, and I did this fake stint front like I was Bad Boys DJ, but only because I did the tape. So I toured Canada. I did much music.
You put that on your resume?
Yeah, it was fucking. No, I have no resume.
Bad Boy official DJ. Yeah.
I did much music, and back then much music was big. So
it
was like the MTV of Canada. So when I landed, they were like, Puff Daddy's DJ Whoo Kid. I came out like, and then Harv Pierre again had the fucking, the expensive cable back then that like, only in Manhattan people had, but it had like all the channels all over the world, and he just happened to see me that day on it. Much music, me and Puff. I had a Sean John suit on. I was lying like crazy. Like, yeah, me and him, we good. You know what I'm saying? Tape is hot.
Right.
I was lying like crazy, man. But back then, Sha Money, he actually was like, yo, you gotta go see him. He wants to meet you, and he's just gonna ask you 3 questions. And then he wound up just asking me just like barely 1 or 2. But
he's asking you 3. This is like
he said he's just gonna ask you 3 questions.
Yeah, but that's like the troll who lives underneath the
Yo, that's it.
bridge.
Right.
It was
But
like
instead,
some
50
weird
is the
shit.
troll who lives in Connecticut.
Yeah, Connecticut. Yeah.
I went to this basement. I went to Sha Money's crib, and in the basement it was Banks and Yayo. And Yayo looked like he wanted to kill me. Banks was saying shit to me. It was guns everywhere. It was like vests everywhere.
Well, he had just told them that they were going to be rappers now, right?
All that happened in one night. Like I came, and then Banks didn't even know he was gonna rap, and he was like, "You rapping, nigga?" And then Yayo, I think already was kind of rapping, but he made Banks rap, so you gonna be a rapper. And then fucking, I was hired once because 50 was like, "Y'all come with me." So I went there to like, I didn't really want to meet 50 because he just got shot. So I was like, I thought the bullet was like still in his face.
Yeah.
Shit. I don't know. Like I was like, yo, I gotta go see this guy. He just got shot and his teeth came out. I heard crazy rumors. When I got there, I was like, oh shit, it wasn't really that bad. He had like a dimple. Great surgery. I don't know. His teeth looked like it was there, but he had braces though.
Wait, so you're saying that he didn't get shot?
No, he did get shot, but he had braces. Like he had some kind of like wire holding his mouth together.
Yeah,
and then he lost so much weight because he couldn't eat. So he was on a liquid diet or whatever. So, but he still was like, tattoos is. I mean, I saw the tats. So I was like, yeah, he's 50. Yeah. So fucking, he was like, yeah, man, I got three questions to ask you. The first question was like, yo, if somebody come at me, try to fuck with me, with guns and everything, what are you gonna do? I was like, nigga, I'm out of here. I don't know you. See ya. He was like, all right, you're hired, man. I don't even have to ask you no more.
Yeah.
Because he was like, he didn't want me to. Yo, it was crazy. He was like, I don't want to hear people like, I'm gonna jump in front of you. I'm gonna shoot back.
Right.
He wanted to know who exactly was around him so he could maneuver just in case when beef go down. He knows. I'm out of here. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
he needs to know. So
you weren't pretending to be anything you weren't. So
yeah. And then the first night, I think they were working on 50 Cent's The Future. I didn't put the tape together. Sha Money was putting it together. I just had to leave my drops. So I left my drops, and then I did go back home, and because back then I think, what was that place where they rented DVDs back then?
Blockbuster.
Yeah, Blockbuster. So we had a Blockbuster scam where we were stealing video games with other people's cards, and so I went and got Heat.
Wait, that's it? You just that's the scam?
Yeah, I got every video game system you could think of for free. Because my boy worked there, so he.
Oh, there we go.
When you lose the card, they throw it in the lost card box. So he would just give me all the cards in the box, and then we just keep using them until we see which one is on. And we just we would rent PlayStations, Xboxes, everything, and then just get the fuck out of there, never bring it back. Like I had every game. I was like, why am I buying this shit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you are the opposite of Be Kind Rewind.
Fuck out of here. Not to mention every porn and movie we rented. Porn was crazy back then.
Yo, wait, would you come to the register with just like handfuls of shit?
Yeah, my cousin was there. Like, it's fucking Hollis. They ain't even there no more, so he can't get locked up. It's just out of business. But the shit that's crazy, I rented the movie Heat with Val Kilmer and Robert De Niro.
Sure.
And then I think we finally got the replay machine, and there's these cheesy guns on there. So I sampled all the gun sounds from the movie Heat, so the guns could be so realistic on the tapes.
Yeah.
So when 50's rapping, people running and shit. I'll never forget that day when I first used it on the show. People thought it was a real shootout. Like in Africa, people was running like, what is this? Oh, Mandela. Like people were out like, see ya. Like it was like Shaka Zulu, like all over again. But people were like bugged out, like how realistic the gun sound. And I brought it to the main stage where we did like the Jay-Z tour, like the Rock the Mics and all that. Like those gun sounds it was like historically legendary, like and then What Up Gangsta started.
Oh my god.
But nobody never knew where I would go. Like DJs be like, yo, where the fuck are you getting these guns from? But I got it from the movie Heat. You know how much gunshots was in that movie? Like it was crazy.
Yo, when you had Get Rich or Die Trying drop, could you have just basically played the entire album from like front to back, like live?
What? Yeah, it was crazy. It was like, I think that was probably like the time where I never went back home. I was away like 7 years straight.
My God.
I only saw it's a miracle I saw both of my sons born, and I was always away. because the Get Rich or Die
Played
had us out.
everywhere in the United States and beyond.
Everywhere overseas, every country. Like it's to a point where even like I just recently went overseas with Waka, and we did like mad shows. And I'm looking at the map. You know when you're on a plane and you look at the map of like, I was like, yo, I think we did almost every country. Like I see like, yeah, I was here. I think some weird country called Who's That? I was like, I don't think we were there, but all the main joints, like with 50, I did every fucking country. And
well, who loves him
every
the most?
TV show. Huh?
Who loves him the most? Eastern Europe.
Every fucking country. Everybody was 50'd out because of the. He was very militant. He was to them. He was like a revolutionist. He was the closest to Tupac. So it was either Tupac and 50. And then when I did Realest Killers with Tupac and 50, that was like it was a hands down over. So I did like so many records that kind of like added to the Get Rich, because we had Get Rich or Die Trying. I did PIMP remix with Snoop. Snoop didn't know what the fuck a mixtape was.
Right.
So I had to teach Snoop Dogg what a mixtape. Because he was like, what the fuck, I'm freestyling free, cuz. Like, fuck out of here, cuz. I was like, no, it's promotional. I know you with Dr. Dre, and you're like, you know, you're doing whatever, Up in Smoke, and you're like in Illuminati land and shit like that. But you need to fucking not be in the studio for 10 months working on a project and not feeding the streets. And then I had to teach him that. And then once he saw the first one, I did like 100 Snoop Dogg tapes. Like, I kind of like, damn, shit. Every week I was doing, yo, cuz I'm back in the show. Like, yo, drop some joint. Like,
is he the greatest person?
Yeah, he's like I think hands down, he's like probably out of all my hip hop friends, he's hands down like probably my best friend, best person to know, best human being, hands down.
Yeah.
And it's like that's like out of everybody. I know everybody, but he's hands down. I mean, if the day he passed away, I'm fucked. Like I'm gonna take off for like months. Like, like I don't even want him to pass away. He's one of those guys you don't want him to disappear.
Yeah.
Right.
So and then that's it. It's point blank.
Well, if he doesn't want to disappear, then maybe he should stop stealing songs from Big Pun.
He put me in check though. That Suge Knight shit, man. I don't even know how Suge Knight got my phone. He got Sean Money's number. Sean Money was cursing me out. It was crazy that that whole time period.
So you were on the road for 7 years straight?
Well, I was on the road with 50 for like 12 years, but 7 years I never saw I never saw soil. Like I would see it like, I mean, going home for a week is not really going home. Like I would go home, hey, what up, wifey? Give her some pumps and shit. Right. And then for some reason when I got back, my son was born. And I went again because even once my son was born, I fucked my wife again. And then my son was born a year again. I had two sons, they're 16, 17. So I had to hurry up and fuck her because I ain't coming back. And then I'm pregnant again. I was like, oh, word? And I just happened to be back when she's giving birth again.
Yo, what was the first time flying private like?
Oh, man, that shit was crazy. Man. I ain't gonna talk about what was going on in the planes because Olivia was see ya. A lot of foot action. You know? I ain't talking about the store. Fuck them sneakers.
Yeah. So, do you have crazy miles? Do you have like so many
platinum
miles?
On like
you could stop the plane like from taking off, right?
I'm platinum on like 4 airlines.
Man,
Delta. Like if I get stuck somewhere, I laugh. I'm like whatever. I can get home right now, motherfucker. Like,
would you do? So you would do the concert and then you would do like an after party too?
Yeah, I would OD, and then I made so much money off of that shit too because I used to always act like 50's coming. Yeah. Like motherfucker, that nigga is sick right now, dog. You didn't see the show? You serious right now? You didn't see him before?
He's on the way.
2-hour show.
Maybe.
The best. Oh my god, the best one was when I did the Eminem. We did the Eminem tour, and then we had Partial, like the Eminem's twin, because Eminem had the circus act. So there was a part of the circus act was Eminem would jump out, like he would pop out this trap door, and then all of a sudden this rope would grab him by the neck or whatever and just hang him, and then he'll just go like, but it's really a strap connected to the shirt. So it looked like he's getting hung.
Right.
Hilarious.
Yeah. So the rope would drag, but it's really Partial that's getting hung.
As in Partial Mathers.
Yeah. The fake one. He's
Partial
like
Pathers.
Partial Pathers.
Like, but he looks
Pardon
so
Poppy.
much. He looks so much like Eminem. Like he tricked us. Like one time we were like me and Sean Money was we got on the business class and we were like, yo, why is Eminem in business class? what's going on right now? It was so, and why is he by himself? So we're like waving at him, and Eminem is not saying. We were like, yo, what's up, man? I'm talking to him, like, yo, he think he's all that, like,
Yeah.
we did the tape and all that, like, production, like, he don't want to say what up to us. And shit. So we're looking at him like we're like going around the corner of the fucking business class shit, we're waving, and then Partial is just sitting there like, like he don't know us, like he don't know what's going on. But they book him on the regular. But Eminem is nowhere near on this flight.
Right,
like,
right,
he has
right.
a private jet. Wherever he went private.
Yeah.
But they put Partial on business class with us, so. And I'm like, yo, this motherfucker Eminem, man, yo, fuck him, man. You really want to say what's up to us? So we finally get up, like, when the flight is up in the sky, and Shaw gets up, and then, but Shaw's like, I ain't gonna bother him, but I was like, I'm gonna go bother him. I'm gonna say what's up, man.
Press him.
So I go over there, I was like, yo, what up, man? He was like, yo, what up, man? I was like, wait, whoa, this ain't M, yo. It was so weird. It was like, you look just like fucking Eminem, yo.
So did you take him to the club?
Nah, this was what's crazy. So when we land, I was like, we did one show and we got away with murder. So Partial came with us on one show, and I see how people going crazy over him. I was like, yo, Partial, come here, man. So but I didn't tell Partial that we're getting. So I told the promoter, because I knew the promoter that was booked all 15 Eminem shows in Asia. So I was like, yo, I know you doing all the after parties. Just give me 10 G's and then we'll bring Partial. He was in on it too. So everybody knows they can't get close to Eminem. So all we have to do is bring him in. I paid all the security, like M security, to go with him. So he would go in there. Yo, it was crazy. I'll walk in. Yo, Whoo Kid, yo, man, yo. Everybody screaming and shit. And I'm like, yo, Eminem is in the VIP. And then fucking Partial's in there like, yo, people were crying. Like, people were like literally tearing. They couldn't believe Eminem was in the club.
Well, guess what?
Yo,
He wasn't.
He was never in the club. But they know they can't get, and it's all Japanese people, you know what I'm saying? So they're like, going crazy, like, So I'm playing Eminem joints, and Partial's like, going up and down with his hand, up, down, up, down, up, down. Yo, it was like, yo, when I played My Name Is, yo, people were like peeing on each other like it was a sex porn tape.
Yo.
Yo, then it was over. I would just literally give him like a G. And then he would never know why he got the G for. He just thought I was just like being like mad extra like cool.
Yo, is Partial like a robot?
Nah, he's just a fucking weird ass kid from like Iowa or some shit like that. And he was a virgin.
He
actually lost his virginity. Yeah, he lost
tricked into this?
Nah, he got paid to just be Eminem's like, because when
Lookalike.
Yeah, because when M would go when he would go up and hang up there, M would pop out now. The real Eminem pops out.
Right.
And shoots the shotgun at him, and then he
At
explodes. So meanwhile, while the whole concert is going on, he's still up there hung. he's hung up there for like the whole show. He doesn't come back down.
What do you think is going through Partial's head?
Yo, there's pyro going off, smoke, explosions. He's still up there. Like, I'm like, yo, how can you do that? Like, it was like the weirdest shit ever. But
Partial
that
sounds like he was sitting in the park doing chess and heroin.
Yeah.
He looked just like him. They even used them like, if M got to go this way, they'll make him go that way with security.
Yeah.
So fans chase him, and then M will be secure. And
Is
like,
Partial
they
his
used
real
him
name?
Twice. I never even knew his real name. Everybody called him Partial. So that was his name on the tour, like,
Right.
Partial. What up, Partial?
Listen, people make mistakes all the time. You were Bad Boy's official DJ, so you know.
Yeah, I was a liar, but I made him a liar. Like, he didn't even know. I gave him like a G, 500 here and there.
Yeah.
Mostly, I was paying his security. Like, security was in on it. So
That's so funny.
But it was fucking hilarious because nobody never knew that it was the fake Eminem because he looked just like the motherfucker, and then he never lost his. He was like a virgin. He never got
lost
pussy.
it.
We had to get him pussy on the road. We had to tell him to use a condom. He didn't know.
He's Eminem. He should get like all the.
He didn't know. I think he caught something too on the road. Yeah, it was crazy.
A baby?
No, like the
Couple pumps?
Scratchator. Like,
Yeah.
you guys scratch on.
You were there when Kanye got into his accident.
Yeah, like that's another like these are like endless stories, man. It's
What
like,
happened?
I was telling him he's horrible, like because But the thing is, at that time, my label that I was signed to, good old what's that famous building in LA? Capitol, yeah. So Capitol, I was signed to Capitol, and me and Shaw Money was like, Shaw Money was like my A&R or whatever with 3H.
Yeah,
another
Joe
crazy-
3H,
yeah, my other homie right there. But he's the one that found Eminem in like some Sweet 16 or some shit. I don't know, some weird ass shit. But they paid Kanye to do the tracks for my whole album. So Kanye was there with the beats, but you know he was very anxious. He wanted to rap. So that day I had to beg Luda to come to the studio because Chingy was signed to Capitol, so he had to come and do something for my album because of Chingy. You know what I'm saying? So I was gonna put Chingy on my shit,
right?
And
just to get that Ludaverse.
Yeah. So I begged him to come. So he came finally, and then when he came, he was like, I gotta go to the airport. I'm here to drop this verse and get the fuck out of here.
Luda.
Yeah, that's when Luda was out of here. Fire. Like, you know, it was a miracle he came.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, Kanye is in the booth. 1 + 1 = 2. I love you. Like, he's doing all these crazy raps.
Yeah. Something with Chimney, right? Yeah.
Then Luda's like, who is this guy? Get him out of here. I'm ready to do this. Yo, I'm out of here. You better hurry up. I was like, so I was so fucking like thirsty and nervous. I ran in there. I was like, yo, what are you doing? Play that fucking beat. What are you doing in there? What is this? Like, because I didn't know he was rapping.
Right.
But he wanted people to hear his rap so much. And then I kind of like yelled at him, cursed him out. And then when he went out there, fucking Luda picked a Red Spider beat instead of his beat. So he's already like super pissed. So I told him, yo, just wait outside. I'm going to film you for I was doing my DVD like mixtape thing I was doing back at that time. So he waited outside because he was thirsty. Obviously, he wanted to get put on.
Yeah,
he just wanted people to hear him. So I filmed him like while Luda was doing the song. I filmed him outside. He was talking about how in the next 10 years he's only gonna fuck with Jay-Z. He's only gonna do beats. Everybody's gonna be on his dick for clothing. I felt like, I don't know, maybe he knew. I don't know. But so this footage was missing for a while, and then my boy just happened to have those old cameras with the shit that pop open.
Yeah. And
then he just looked. I think he had a converter, and he found the original interview
recently.
No, this was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Why you found the Kanye shit? I've been talking about this Kanye shit forever. Nobody want to believe me." Like, fuck out of here, okay? You lying, man? Fuck out of here. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So then the whole video, you could see like everything happening in the video. Where I even film him in the car. Like he rented his car. So I was like, "Yo, let's go to the car. Let me get you freestyling in the car." But he still was kind of pissed off because Luda picked the other beat. So I filmed him like do the freestyle under this pole, this light pole. So that's the only effect I had. I don't know. I was like, I'm trying to get the shit over with, right? And then this motherfucker just sped off. So I go back in the studio. I go back in there to hear what was done. And then literally like me, 3H, Beanie Siegel, and maybe I think Dame Dash, all of us was in there just chilling. And then fucking we got the phone call. Kanye just flipped his car. He's in the hospital. And I was like, oh shit.
Crazy.
All of us was like, damn. And then fucking at that time he was under management. I forgot the guy's name, but the guy was a partner with Chris Lighty.
Yeah.
So but Kanye West was always in the office and Violator, like getting management and shit like that. And then that's when I went back to New York, he was telling me, yeah, I'm working on, through the wire or whatever, so then I was like, oh, word. And then that's when he released the graphic photo of his accident.
Yeah.
And that's when I think that's the catalyst that started everybody, like, because obviously he's not going to let that stop him. So that kind of like made everybody like get on his bandwagon.
Yeah.
And all the college shit came in, blah, blah, blah. But it was kind of weird because when I met Big Sean, he was like 14 or 15. And I had to judge some stupid battle in Detroit. I hate them shits because there's no pussy.
Right.
Bunch of people rapping all day. I know I ain't getting no pussy. You know what I'm saying? I get paid. I don't care about getting paid. There's no pussy here.
Right.
So but Big Sean was like,
who were the other judges? Partial?
No, Partial wasn't the shit.
Partial was rapping.
They had other people there, but I didn't. But out of everybody that was there, Big Sean was like murdering everybody. So
was his name Big Sean? No.
Yeah, it was Big Sean at that time too.
He was 14.
His name was fucking Big Sean. I don't know why, but but he's spazzing, and I just kept choosing him, and the other judges, of course, chose him also. So when they got to the finals, the only reason he didn't win is he wasn't 18. You have to be 18 and up to be there. He was like, I think he was like maybe 16 or 14. I don't know. He was roughly 14 to 16.
Right.
So I was like, damn, this motherfucker could have won if he was like over 18. But they disqualified him because they found out he was young. So they took him out. So I met him after, and I was like, damn, man, that's fucked up, man. You hot, yo. Yeah. So, but then at that same time, Kanye West was in town, and Kanye West had a show, and then Kanye hit me, was like, yo, I'm doing like a private house party. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to come after my show, just come over there. I know you have some corny rap battle you're doing. Come there after. Then I was like, I don't really want to go. You know, back then they were dressing all that college shit, tight ass, weird sweaters and all that. I was like, fuck out of here. You know, I didn't really want to go.
Right.
But I told fucking Big Sean, yo, here's the private party. Here's the address. And if you want to go, you could go there. And you know, Kanye West is going to be over there. So Big Sean was like, oh, whatever. Because he was mad that he didn't win.
Right.
So Big Sean was like, whatever. And he took the card from me because I wasn't really gonna go. So he wasn't really gonna go. But for some reason, he just like he changed it. He told me I just changed my mind. I said, you know what? What do I got to lose? So he goes there. He wasn't even thinking about meeting Kanye or nothing like that. So when he gets there, I don't know how he found his way to Kanye. And then Kanye was like, yo, you look like an artist. And then he was like, yeah, you know, I'll rap and shit. And he was like, yo, you want me to spit? Kanye was like, nah. I'm just gonna sign you, and he just signed him. So he hit me back like, "Yo, Kanye West just signed me. Like I'm signing the fucking good music." I was like, "What? What the fuck are you talking about, yo?" And then fucking like years later, finally, fruition came in, and then he had ass, and then he did the. I remember when he sent me records to hear, and I said, "This record is out of here."
Which one?
The ass record. Yeah. So he had that, and he had some other record, some with some bed squeaking or some shit. Yeah. He had those two. So I was like, "Yo, these is out of here," but the ass one is out of here. But then he was like, "Yo, I think I'll need somebody else on it." I was like, "Yo, I think if you get Nicki Minaj on this record, you be out of here." So that record went out of here, out of space. So Big Sean is in play. So at the same time, I had to go see the show. Like I had to go to listening session at Def Jam, wherever they were at. Yeah. So Kanye West and Big Sean was together, and then they both see me, and then they both like, "Yo, you're not gonna believe." Kanye West was like, "You're not gonna believe how I know this guy." And then Big Sean was like, "You're not gonna believe how I know this guy." It was like the weirdest shit. Like, and then here comes DJ Khaled at that time, but this is when Khaled had beef with G in it.
Yep.
So me and him never had beef. There's never DJ beef.
Right.
So yeah, that's actually the actual photo where all three of us was like, God. Yeah, it was so weird and random. It was like where like this dickhead DJ is the reason why we're all together. But Khaled is coming up to see Kanye and Big Sean. But I have no beef with Kanye, so I'm like, yo, with Khaled, I had no beef with Khaled, so I was just like, yo, whatever. So I give him like a hug, you know, like, because I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
But then fucking Johnny Nunez comes out of nowhere, and he's about to take photos. Like, me and Khaled push each other. Like, we push each other. Like, yo, man, no photos, man. You trying to get me killed, man? Yo, this guy with Fat Joe is like, fuck out of here, man. Yo, it was like the funniest shit. Yeah. Yo, but it's just like weird shit like that. Like,
how was it for you when Jadakiss had beef with 50?
And that was rough.
And how was it?
And I was with them too.
Yeah.
I was doing their tapes and stuff. So.
Well, how was that? And then how was the cam shit too?
Oh man, it was rough back then. Me, I had to like, I think they weren't really focusing on me at that time. They were really on them because, you know, even with the game and everybody, like, because, you know, if you're a DJ that did their shit and you found them, like shit like that, they always like neutralized me out of the shit. Even Nas, like I was with Nas before 50.
Queens,
I did Nas Escape from New York. We put out the Jay-Z Ether shit, like going at Ether. Like I did all that shit for Nas. Me and K Slay is like, we kind of like marketed the whole Nas movement, but it's like 50 kind of like ruined all those relationships back then because he was killing everybody. He was a confrontationalist. You know, every record he had, he was just spazzing out. He just was like, fuck the world, because the world cock-blocked him.
Yeah.
But all those guys, they had issues with him because, you know, they did some fucked up shit too. You know, Nas, I don't think Nas really, I think Nas knew that they took 50 off the record and put him there because Irv Gotti put him on that record with J-Lo. But the original one was with 50. So that's why 50 was kind of like, yo, I thought you were my boy. Why'd you let, you know, but those days are over. Everybody's cool now.
Yeah.
But back then for me, it was like kind of like ruined a lot of my shit.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I had so many artists to work with. You know, the West Coast opened down south. So I went south and worked with T.I. T.I. had me on the floor with a gun. Like, you know, you don't want to know the T.I. meeting T.I. story. You know, that shit is like, fuck. Everybody wanted to kill him back then.
Yeah.
So I had him come to because, you know, I was filming all these freestyles everywhere in the hotel rooms. So we would flip the hotel rooms up so they don't look like a hotel. So the bed would be flipped over. The tables would be like pushed over. So it had to look dark. You know, I had 2 Chainz when he was Titty Boy. Like I had everybody freestyling in there, so it looked like a video set. But for some reason that day, my idiot friend had the plastic from like the fucking, I think the green screen or whatever. He put the plastic on the floor. The bed was flipped over. And then I told my boy, I told T.I.'s manager, just tell T.I. to just come straight to my room. My room is open. I went to go take a piss. So T.I. opens the door and he walks into a room and he sees plastic on the floor. And he sees like the bed flipped over. He's like, am I like being set up?
I know, yeah.
They're gonna kill me and wrap me in this plastic. And here I am. I come out the bathroom from peeing. Yo, partner. I'm like, partner, what? So he has me on the floor, like gun on me. Like he was not playing. He had a 38 on me. And his manager was like, yo, what are you doing? This is Whoo Kid. He was like, oh, word? Oh, my bad partner. Like, and then in the video, he has the 38 in the video. Like,
yeah.
So he always had a burner, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, these are the shits that I gotta go through. Like in I never had problems with South. I guess 50 kind of like took the South in a cool way because he needed the support from other. It's just the New York motherfuckers was very like competitive and shit. Because everybody in New York want to be king of New York.
Right.
Bullshit, whatever.
I want to be the papaya king of New York.
You can. I like that hot dog spot. Yeah. That shit, the papaya king on fucking. I took my girl there for 2 hot dogs and a drink and 2 hot dogs.
Yeah.
It was like $3.99. Shitted on each other after that shit.
It's like you're coming for K-Slay's sponsorship deal.
So those Indian people in there too, man. I've never saw any other race in there.
Wait, how many guns have you had pulled on you?
Damn, it's hard to count. Probably a few. I've never been shot at, but I've been in shootouts. Yeah. It's like the Matrix. I feel like everything
you're not like
is
popping
slow.
popcorn during like a.
Well, when I did the first 300 shows with 50, like the hood shit, it was shootouts every week. It was shootouts. People, we had somebody dead in the back of the club one time.
Damn.
Yeah. So
and nobody knew about it?
No, the police was there, but they just couldn't shut the club down because if they did, it'd be more dead people because the club was sold out.
Right. No, I mean like the audience didn't know.
No, they didn't know.
Yeah.
But
Wait, so while they're like identifying the body,
while they're doing whatever,
you guys are
in the
catching
back,
the body. Yeah.
We're like, we're going ham on stage, and this motherfucker's like dead in the back. This was in North Carolina too. I never forget that shit. That shit was like the weirdest shit. And we all went through the back, and you could see like they're doing like investigations and shit. But the promoter was like, if you shut this shit down, first of all, we sold. Like people paid $300 to come in to see 50, so we're not giving that shit back. So somebody's gonna die. I'm out of here. Like people paid thousands to like be even closer to like his booth or whatever. It was too much. It was overkill.
Who gave you the first shot at Sirius to really like show your personality?
You mean like as far as the interview goes?
Yeah.
That's kind of hard. I don't even remember my first interviews, man. Jesus.
Matt Fastow?
No. No, who gave you the opportunity?
He's like the drug dealer gangster guy. He knows all the drug dealer rappers. He's the only white guy I know that knows every drug dealer rapper. Like, don't make no sense to me. Like, he like he just got kicked out of Harvard or some shit.
But who gave you an opportunity up there to like just like do those long interviews?
Oh well, being like when Paul hired me, I was already like program director and DJ. So my show was basically on the list to get all the rappers. So the first 3 years I got all the rappers, like everybody, all the big names. Supposed to have relationships anyway, so it was cool. But when I did Howard Stern, I got on Howard Stern and I did that infamous interview where my whole life was fucked.
Right.
But I asked him, I was like, yo, you're my idol because I had the pool parties on my show, the naked bitches, the porn stars. I looked up to him and followed his footsteps. But then he was telling me, he was like, yo, why don't you just have like actors on your show? Why are you doing the same rap shit every year? They come with the same album, they talk the same gangster bullshit, and what's the difference in what they're talking about? It's just a different record. So I was like, you know what, you're fucking right. So I kind of like went upstairs to like, nobody really went up there. So they have SiriusXM had all these departments up there that nobody never really went to. So I went in there and they see this black guy coming in there, and then they were like, yo, they were looking at me crazy.
Yeah.
They were like, yo, I want to be on that list where all the C and D list actors come through here. I want every loser actor. I don't give a fuck who it is. Because he was like, yo, just interview. So I was getting like people like, nobody was accepting them. Like I had Twilight. That's when the Dan Aykroyds, everybody was coming through. And I was just getting them. Like I had like Roseanne Barr. Like I was just like, I don't care who it is. Because I was testing myself. you know, and I started doing talk. You know, I started jumping on talk radio where I would jump on Howard and Opie and Anthony. I was the only one that I was on both shows, and they both had beef.
Because they hated each other.
Yeah, and then both fan bases accepted me to be on both, which is like, you know, you can't really like jump on one and jump and then.
Yeah.
Opie fans was like very harsh when it comes to Howard.
Yeah.
But they accepted me because they just, you know, I was just a weird character, and I'm black. Being black helped. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like survived both, and I learned. Even like, you know, with Sam Roberts and all, I kind of learned by like understanding like talk radio, like no music, talking for an hour. I kind of like learned from them how to just keep it going.
Yeah.
But I never want to be the lead. I never want to be like the lead guy. I'll be like the sidekick, and I could talk for like. That's why me and Rude Jude will always have like a perfect show,
right?
Because number one is Rude Jude's show, but me being on there, I could talk to him about like a girl shitting on a cat for like an hour. Like we could talk about all kind of like different ways of shit, what kind of shit, green shit, yellow shit, soft shit. Like alien. You know, we'll talk so much and interact with the fans so crazy that it becomes like a monster show. And all we do is talk about somebody shitting on somebody's back. and I learned, and it took me a while because a lot of like urban radio or black people, they don't understand like talk radio. They be thinking, what the fuck are these white dickheads talking about? Corny ass shit, corny ass humor. It took me a while.
Talking about our show.
I know, yeah. Why did you point it up?
I'm not talking about you fucks. You guys are crazy, but being on like when I learned like especially like mid America, there's different humor, different people tuned in. Got farmers, racists, Confederate flag fucks, but if you could get those people to like you, like I got them to fucking go crazy over me when I'm on. So it's just like I kind of like mastered the yapping technique being on there, and plus I don't be like, yo, what up, nigga? Yo, it's crazy out here, my nigga. Like I could talk, and because when I first started doing like Howard or Opie, I always gave them the lead, like the lead, because I didn't want to like jump in and take over. It came to a point where they were so comfortable that I had to prove myself.
Right.
Like I busted in a room with Mike Tyson, and then, what up, nigga? Like, and then they were like, oh, this guy could be on our show anytime now. Who cares? Like, and plus I had to understand the dynamics of that whole shit. It's not easy to be on that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So, and then when I survived all that, and then for some reason, nobody wanted the Twilight cast. Nobody wanted this guy. I was like, yo, I was interviewing all of them, and then all these guys got big roles in it, like the next 2-3 years. Like Chris Hemsworth, like he's Thor now.
Yeah,
I interviewed him when he did like a whack ass movie, like, you know, like.
So do they come back?
Yeah, they come back and they never forget
because you believed early.
I didn't really believe.
I mean, like
I made it like a different interview for them because in their circuit they're bored as fuck.
Yeah.
Right.
I bring an aspect of like having fun,
different.
hanging out, and they still get their shit out, and then they see that other blogs pick up my interviews.
Right. Yep.
So then shit gets out, and then it's just a better. It's like I wake them up from the 10 boring interviews that they're doing, like fucking Entertainment Tonight.
Yeah.
All them corny ass, you know. Although I'm not talking about you guys, but all the corny white people asking corny ass questions.
Right.
And it's always media trained shit.
Yeah.
But me being black again, I'm allowed to get away with crazy shit.
Right.
So, and they become black in a way. I don't know, like their language changes. What up, son?
Right.
Like I feel like they just need that release to be like something else.
Right.
Like instead of the corny shit over and over. So that's what made it like my interviews kind of like different.
And now the PR people know, they're aware.
Yeah, the thing that's cool about that too, because I accepted the losers, and then the losers become winners. But because I accepted the losers, the PR always reps like 6 to 8 A-list.
Right.
So they'd be like, all right, Whoo Kid interviewed my loser client. I'm gonna give him 5 minutes with a A-list. All I need is 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Give me Bruce Willis 5 minutes. Give me De Niro for 10 minutes. Like, so then over the years, and then I just like, come on, Ricky Gervais doesn't do Howard Stern, becomes a my show. It becomes like a relationship thing. Like, I'd rather do Whoo Kid because I know, even like, you know, like there's mad people, like even like rappers, they don't even want to like do other shows. Like what's that political rapper? He's crazy. The black guy. What the fuck?
Political.
No, not Immortal Technique.
Stick, man.
No, I'm trying to figure. He's always going against Obama. He's always like dissing Obama all the time. His family was in the Black Panther. I can't believe I forgot his fucking
Kanye West.
Not Kanye. No. He was. Oh wait, he was supposed to be the triple group. He was supposed to be part of Kanye West. So it's him. He's from Chicago too.
Oh, GLC?
No,
No.
no. He's like one of the big ones. Yeah, Lupe Fiasco.
Lupe Fiasco.
Oh.
Thank you. I see a white guy had to help me.
Yeah,
with that. So Lupe Fiasco, he is a very like
I'm
exclusive
like, he's
weird
one of the
guy.
three. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
No,
I'm like, who
GLC.
kid?
Yeah,
Yeah.
K-Slay.
He's a
and-
mixtape,
Yeah.
mixtape artist.
And Clue. Yeah.
This guy shot out a mixtape artist like GLC. What the, I mean, I'm not dissing him, but come on. Yeah, but anyway,
He's from Chicago.
yeah.
He is political.
You're not getting GLC on your show?
Oh no, I was.
I don't mind getting him, but I don't think why he would be on the immediate list. Like,
You were saying A-list.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's on the GLC list.
Yeah, fuck it. He'll do entertainment tonight then.
Yeah, fine.
Fine, you don't want him?
But,
Yeah.
but the thing that's crazy about him, like Lupe Fiasco is the type of guy, like he's very like black power, like, but he knows I'm a jokester.
Yeah.
And I'll make it entertaining, but he still get his word out at the
Right.
same time. So whatever album he has to promo, he knows like other interviews are boring as fuck. They get too serious.
Right.
And then everything he
On
says,
SiriusXM.
Yeah.
yeah. Everything gets like, I guess, portrayed the wrong way when he goes on those shows.
Yeah.
But my way is like a young kid or anybody in the car is going to be entertained because at the same time they're going to get what they want from Lupe. They understand he means fucking business, but at the same time they're going to laugh at what I'm doing but what I'm saying is official too, but I'm
Yeah.
still making people laugh.
Right.
But he'll come on my show and he feels like it comes out better like that instead of him doing them other corny ass shows up there.
Has Howard ever done your show?
No. That is one of my. Well,
you asked?
I don't really. I never really asked. It's like asking like, Jesus Christ to like hang out at Starbucks. It ain't happening.
It's like asking forgiveness from your father.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that I was on there for an hour and change is enough for me to be
Right.
like, I'm good. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So.
Well, you're good
and
in one respect, but it did ruin your life in another. So
yeah, it did. But this is one of my bucket lists was to like just be on a show with Howard Stern. You know what I'm saying? And then like Ted Koppel, I met him recently. That's another. I don't
That's
know why
awesome.
these are like weird idols I have.
that's great.
But me being in radio is just like that's what I like looked. And then and Larry King. So
Where did you meet Ted Koppel?
he did like a special. He had to interview. I think Sting or some shit like that. Sting was up there, so nobody could get near Sting. I was trying to get near Sting. I hung out with him one time with 50 at some weird
Tantric sex.
De Beers diamond party with
Oh, sure.
with meeting them ugly ass De Beer daughters. Ugh, fat ugly bitches. I was like, yo, the first time I asked Sting, I was like, yo, would you fuck her? Because the
Sting gets it in.
Yeah.
billionaire family right there. Sting was like, I'm not fucking no De Beer fucking dog. Fuck her.
What is the craziest? What's the craziest situation you've been a part of at 50's mansion in Connecticut?
Oh my God, so many. I don't know. I saw a rapper get smacked up by his wifey because the wifey was twerking on it. I can't shout him out because he's like a good friend of mine.
On
but
someone else.
no, she got on the table and was twerking, and I'm DJing at 50's. Like he got a club. in there.
Yeah.
And then she's like twerking titties and everything, and he came late and sees his wife, who's also popular too.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Bitch, what the fuck?" And I was like, like I stopped it like it was like a fucking, I don't know, it looked like a hip hop movie or something. Like I was like, I was waiting for Kid and Play to come out or some shit. And then fucking he yells at her and everybody's laughing and shit. And then I just happened to just go upstairs because they argued for like 10 minutes. And then when I went upstairs to find, I got off the set, another DJ got on. Why is it once I got up, there's a spiral elevator that goes up. It's like weird, and then it goes up. Once the elevator goes up, I saw her smack him like it looked like a karate movie. It was like, it was like 30 slaps in 1 second. Like it was like, what's going on here? And they both walked out like, he's crying, and they both like, it was like, oh man.
Damn.
But I know if they hear this, they're gonna be like, oh fuck, please don't say our names. I'm not gonna say your name.
Yeah.
But whoever was at that party knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was very like odd. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God. And then Bieber came and then everybody had to take their phones. It was crazy. It was like SWAT team. Everybody went in there. They took everybody's phones. It was like a vacuum. Like it was, and Bieber's in there
Yo, is that
That's
crazy,
crazy.
by the way? Like, he and his security team are just like, no, we gotta like have people sign NDAs and take your phones,
Yeah.
whatever. You're like, but this isn't your house.
You know, what the fuck you doing here, motherfucker? Like, but I guess, to have him there, it was the party house, so to have him there to be part of like the historical parties.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of like bend over for it. Only him though.
Oh, okay.
There's never been everybody else don't give a fuck. That's
Right.
your problem, you know what I'm saying? So, but it was very private there anyway. Everybody was cool.
Yeah.
We had, like,
But there's a
everybody-
million guest rooms, right?
Yeah.
Have you-
mine was locked up.
Oh, you had a specific one.
Yeah, mine was locked away. I had my own room, Banks and Yayo, and then everybody else was open for business. Buck was like, I don't know where he was at. I honestly don't know where he slept. But you never put your face on the pillows because everybody fucked in every room, and nobody cleaned the shit. So if you had a black light, good luck. It was fucking straight law and fucking order in that motherfucker. It was cum everywhere. So you don't ever lay your face on the pillows, man. You wake up with like crazy acne. Looking like fucking, I don't know, man. You don't want to, that was the number one rule. Don't sleep on the pillow.
Wait, 50 didn't have a staff?
Hell no. It was a hood mansion, man. When MTV was there, like, all right, the whole mansion was like basically on point, but the one room where everybody was at was fucking dirty. It was like sandwiches. It was like
It sounds like the Jersey
KFC.
Shore house.
Yeah, it was like whatever.
You had the
Everywhere else
smush
was
room.
amazing. Everywhere else was ridiculous. But that one room where we all was at playing video games, chilling, and there was no cook there. Who gives a fuck about
There's
the
no
cook?
cook?
Nah, hell no. We had to cook on our own. We had to order pizza, whatever. 50 was never there. He was in and out. And then fucking,
He had vitamin water money.
bro, the code to get in was like, just fuck our rule. It was crazy. It's like crazy. Like, we used to just fuck with the fucking mansion door, like, fuck our rule. Like, I was like, I'm sorry nobody ever robbed this spot. And then fucking, I think he had like his uncle was like the gardener or some shit. And that fucking place was huge. He was out there like, what am I supposed to fucking do with this motherfucker right here?
Why does he need a gardener when he
I
can
was
just
like,
give
you
you the
sit
hose and
on
just
it.
spray the lawn?
No, I was like, you sit on it, motherfucker, and you cut the lawn. He was like, what is this, a fucking car? What kind of fucking car is this? I was like, yo, it's a fucking, I don't know, lawnmower car. Fuck, what am I, an expert? He's out there like, oh, fucking care. I was like, whatever, man. That's why you see like the grass. It was so crazy. Oh my god, and it's Mike Tyson shit too.
Right.
So it's like fucking.
Have you talked with Mike about that?
I don't really talk to Mike about his old crib. I hang with him a lot, and I never brought it up. I don't know why.
What do you talk about? Pigeons?
We talk about what do we talk about?
Yo, pigeons would be a good topic, by the way.
Yeah, he likes pigeons.
He's like, man likes pigeons.
He does like pigeons. I think I met him in Brooklyn one time. There was
Yeah.
like birds everywhere. I was
Yeah.
like, what are you doing? Like, he likes feeding them, and he makes them fly around and flock.
Is he tired of like talking about his fights?
No, he don't mind. He's cool. I've interviewed him like countless times.
Yeah.
It's always like classic interview. Now he promotes like cartoons. He has a weed. He has like his own dispensary now.
Is
He has
that
a podcast with
Peter
Kid
Rosenberg?
Yeah,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Is that the mic that you want though?
Yeah.
like-
the mic I knew was scary. I mean, shit. I used to see him like beating people up, smacking bitches and all that. I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm glad I know the calm. Like the last time I think I was with him in Europe, and he was hugging like some Pavarotti motherfucker, like some opera singer, like some big fat white guy and he was singing with him. I have it on video. It was like, oh, no, like him and the guy. I was like, yo, this is not the Mike Tyson I know, but I'd rather know this Mike. He's mad cool though. He's probably second under Snoop with me.
Wow.
Yeah, 'cause I know him for years.
That's a pretty good one too.
Yeah, and he's one of those guys that he'll come out to my parties, he'll chill and stuff. Like he'll be like, I'm getting a massage, man. you stopping my massage to come to this party, baby, a good party. I was like, yo, it's me, Shaq. Come on, man. I'm with Shaq and Floyd and a couple of rappers.
So we have some friends, one of whom is from actually Queens Village. Shout out to our friend Waz and his cousin Nod.
oh, Wise.
yeah,
Big Wise.
Big Waz.
Yeah, that's my boy. Yeah. Nas. He been fucking with Nas and him.
Yeah. So Big Waz, Boss Nod, they came on the podcast and they had a theory that there's secret Haitians out there, including Shaq.
Shaq?
They think Shaq, there are rumors of secret Haitians, that Shaq is really Haitian, that Russell Westbrook is really Haitian.
What? You don't look Haitian though.
That's what they say.
They said he has Haitian face.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wassel?
I don't think so. I don't know. Russell.
Yeah. Who do you think is secretly Haitian out there?
I know all the
Oh,
Haitians.
no. There were rumors that Usher was secretly Haitian.
Well, I asked Usher. He said he's like I think he's like half. I think his mother Haitian or something. I don't know, some weird shit.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. I don't know if he claims it all the way, but he said he's like Caribbean. He's like half Haitian and half something. I don't know. I asked him a million times. He'd be like, "Oh man,
like one day he's gonna crack."
Yeah,
it's my mom. I was like, all right, whatever. I gotta call Bieber to fucking figure this out. Like, I don't know. Like, but I know almost all the Haitians in the industry because that's the only reason I survived all these years dealing with them. But every rapper has a Haitian that's with
rolls
them.
with them?
Yeah, they roll with it, like some gangster Haitian or some crazy.
You were
shit.
50s Haitian?
Yeah, I was 50 Haitian all the way.
you were not the gangster Haitian though.
Definitely not. I'm ready to run.
Oh no, Shy is also Haitian.
Yeah. Well, there we go.
He had 2 Haitians with him.
Yeah, Shaw was more gangster than me, so I'm good. I don't mind it. I'm the type of guy that if you fuck with me, you'll never know what's gonna happen. And there's so many red buttons I could press, but I really don't have to. I never had serious issues.
Are you good with Puff now?
Yeah, me and Puff is best friends. We're good.
You good with Harv?
Yeah, Harvey he's Haitian. Like that's my boy.
Yeah, Harv,
that's
yeah,
the
that's
reason
true.
why I'm cool. I told you that's why I'm cool with Puff. Harvey was like, "Come on, man, come on." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like 20 Haitian. Everybody hate. We have all kinds of Haitians around us, but they always fix situations for us when we fuck up big time. You know what I'm saying? So thank God for them. And you know, at my age, a lot of people always think that I'm like young or whatever. I'm not young. I was around when there was no hip hop. There was nothing, zero. And I survived all the transitions where you see all the young kids on my show every week.
Yeah.
That's why I'm bugged out because I'm not really supposed to be doing that. But they think I'm like the OG. I'm like the guy that you touch. You know, you go to Apollo, you touch that wooden tree, and then you get good luck. I'm the guy that didn't want to just
You're
have
the wooden tree?
I guess I'm like the Haitian tree. I'm the Haitian wooden piece. No homo, but yeah.
Do you connect with the young kids because you also fucked over Tupac?
Oh no. Well, Tupac saw me get whipped, so maybe I got something. I got something to get at him for. Nah, I'm a super Tupac fan too, but I'm more Biggie because I'm more into like the club crazy shit. I became Tupac fan after when I think he got like when he was really beefing with Biggie. So
yeah,
I was bugging out off of the songs. He's relentless with the freestyles and shit like that. But I don't know. I think because I do all the festivals and tours, I understand what the kids are listening. And plus, my sons are 16 and 17, so they're kind of like my A&Rs.
Who do they listen to?
They listen to like everybody, like Lil Pump, Smoke Perp, Jay Critch. You know, all these guys that's out there. They're like, yo, I found a lot of like the Kendrick Lamars and like I kind of like was there when they were like, you know, J. Cole and all those guys.
Yeah.
But all these new young kids, I just learned. I kind of like understand who they are by going to their shows, and it's unfortunate that people my age wouldn't go to their shows.
No, when we saw Lil Uzi Vert in concert, we were like, oh, I get it. It makes all the sense in the world.
You guys look like y'all could go to the show. There's some motherfuckers like a lot of people are beefing and like wondering why they're whack or they don't understand them. It's because they're too old to go. Like you look like you could go. Right. Like, some people are
What's
just
crazy is we're both 55.
But you don't look like that motherfucker. Like me neither. Like when they see me, they be like having heart attacks and shit. Like they can't believe I'm in there. But it's just like we're in the industry, so we could go.
Right. Yeah.
But average like a lawyer or a fucking mailman or a doctor or a fucking loser father at home that's doing crack ain't gonna go to the shit. And then they're not gonna fucking figure it out. They will never be able to figure it out. So all they think about is what they went through.
Right.
You know, so I was talking to Method Man about it today, like how his verses are in our DNA. Yeah, but these kids they're not up on that shit, you know, because they never lived through where we had physical copies of the album. We got a autograph. We kept it. We cherished it. There was no social media. We waited till it came on the radio. We went crazy when Flex or whoever, Red Alert played it. I used to listen to Red Alert like, oh my God, like, I'll rule the world. I used to wait for that shit to come on. Yeah. When it came on, I was going crazy. Then Video Music Bar came in, MTV. So it was levels of like respecting the music. Now it's like you can't tell me what was last year here, but I could tell you a Wu-Tang hit from like 25 years ago. But it was different. But you can't be like living 25 years ago and now. People dress weird. People are different. They got pink hair. There's no comparison. It's their world. Let them have it. You know what I'm saying? And then I understand it because I'm a DJ, so it's kind of fucked up because I rock the crowds. I understand what these kids listen to, but I feel sorry for the old head. Like, just Go home, play a fucking Run DMC album, wear them Lees you got, you know, the big ass pants, and shut the fuck up. Like, it's not your world. Like, who cares? Like, everybody did drugs back then too. They always be like, oh, they doing drugs.
Right, at 34th Street, right?
Yeah, more drugs back then. Scarface was the biggest movie. What are you talking about? Like, everybody did drugs. Like,
what happened to your Capitol album?
Oh, the problem is I did all Interscope artists. And Jimmy Iovine was like, fuck you. Thanks, Jimmy. Fucking guy. You know what I'm saying? What was that shit he got out now? Fucking
Beats by Dre?
No, the
Apple Music?
No,
the documentary?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I should be in that shit. Dead in my shit. He's like, no, I don't know about that. You know, you got on Eve, you got that, you got 50, you got that. No.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm marketing like all the artists at Interscope. Like, still love me though.
Yeah.
Was everything like a posse cut on your album?
They were all singles, and then everybody just spread out and just used them and just put them out. Fuck it, you know. I had like a couple joints on there, but whatever. I didn't care. I already got my advance, and my ex-wife took it to buy a house. It was already a done deal, so it's not like I could fucking get it back or give it back. So it was. I mean, they took it at a tax write-off and kept it moving.
Yeah,
so it was cool.
What was it called?
I never had a title. I just had songs done. I don't even remember what my title for my album was.
You should put it out now. Fuck it.
Yeah. I think I leaked it on the tape.
Did you?
Yeah, I leaked all my songs.
Except for the one with you and Clue and K-Slay,
which is the only one I want to hear.
I'm good.
We're looking forward to that. Yo, Whoo Kid, thanks so much for coming through. We appreciate you, and hopefully we'll run up on you and just be like,
God, here we go.
Thanks so much.
See ya. Peace.
Thanks everyone for listening to this new episode of A Waste Time with It's The Real Jeff. If people want to find out more about us, I'm Eric, the one with the curly hair. You're Jeff, the one with the glasses. Together, we're It's The Real. No apostrophe, no spaces. If people want to find out more about our upcoming shows, if people want to find out more about our merch, if people want to find out more about our history, where can they go?
You can always go to ItsTheReal.com. ItsTheReal.com/shop for all of our merch. ItsTheReal.com is a lifestyle. It is a brand. It is a website that you should go and visit. Check out all of our old episodes and our new ones. Go to SoundCloud.com/awasteoftime, or you can search on iTunes. Search for A Waste of Time with It's The Real. It's The Real is one word. No apostrophes, no spaces, ItsTheReal. You can always find our music. It is on Spotify, it is on SoundCloud, it is on Apple Music and Pandora and every other streaming service.
Jeff, I just want to interrupt for a second.
Yeah.
Our music, we are nearing the 1-year anniversary, and we'll make mention of it as we get closer to it, but we're nearing the 1-year anniversary of our debut album, Teddy Bear Fresh, which came out on May 26, 2017, and I was listening to the Killer Mike episode today. I was re-listening to it from last year, and we talked about it, and man, I'm still so proud of this project. I'm really excited about the new music coming up, but we live in a catalog world. It's never too late for you guys to check it out. If you want to fall in love with that It's The Real music, and go to Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, AudioMac, Pandora, wherever that music exists.
Yeah, it's gotten over 1 million plays right now.
It's really dope, guys.
So we're really happy with that.
It's great music. Go check it out. Teddy Bear Fresh is the name of the album. We are It's The Real.
You can also go and find us on social media. We are at It's The Real on Twitter, at It's The Real on Instagram, at It's The Real on Facebook. We are also on Reddit at It's The Real. We are also on Twitch. We haven't really used it yet, but we are there. Go check us out. It's The Real. And Snapchat. People keep adding me on Snapchat, but
what are they saying?
Just like dumb videos. Somebody sent me a video of him bragging after having sex, so that was shout to Connor Dat for that.
You know what we like to do? We like to shout you guys out for listening, and we hope that you will spread the word about this podcast and about It's The Real in total, right?
Yeah.
Just tell a friend. At them on Twitter, at them on Instagram, tell them in person, shout it to the heavens. We're It's The Real. They should fuck with us. That's what we're trying to get to right now. So, Jeff, it starts with us. Who do you want to tell?
Okay, so you tweeted something the other day that said, shouts to everyone who's self-made and pushes each day to put their good work out there. If you don't believe in yourself, no one will.
Yeah, and I mean that.
And then you put it up on Instagram, and we got a really good reaction. We got a really good reaction on Twitter as well.
Yeah.
But a lot of people commented. I want to shout them all out. I want to shout out TaylorMade_HBM from Detroit. Shout out to him. Shout out to _ Can't Tell Me Nothing. Shout out to Perspective Lee, LIY. Shout out to DJ Yanni out in Chicago and also Greece. Shout out to Elliot the Trainer.
Yeah, local.
Who helped train me for a little bit in the gym.
And he's friends with Sheik Luch.
Yes, he is. Shout out to D _ Andrew 515 from Iowa. Shout out to Yes Jules, a.k.a. Alfie. Dimples out in L.A.
Shout out to Dimples.
It's Slick the Rapper. Supreme _ Blog. Shout out to Dark Knight, who we've known for years.
Yeah, great photographer.
Shout out to B Visionary. Shout out to I Am John Rossi, who works at Def Jam. Shout out to Fane Music, FAYN Music. Shout out to Oh My Jeech. Shout out to Sunshine G Baby, which is Dom, our friend down in LA. Shout out to Lake and Joy, the photographer.
Yep, down in New Orleans.
Yep. Shout out to Menchmain, Jeremy Corellas out in Los Angeles. Shout out to Jonathan Mena from Loudspeakers Network. Shout out to I Am Young Rock over in Detroit, who has a dope song, by the way,
called Manny Fresh,
which is really great. Shout out to Nesby Phipps, who we met in
New Orleans.
Shout out to Audie Murph, Honor Roller, Gabriella. Shout out to It's Me Wandy, Bloom and Grow Radio, who has a podcast based off of indoor plants.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pitch _ Mag and B Imperial.
Jeff, that's a great list. I'd like to add a couple more not from that list, if that's all right.
All right.
I want to shout out Nomad Rich, who just commented on Twitter today. And he said that we're legends in our own right, and that he started listening to us after the Rockefeller Live show via the podcast, luckily, he says, because he's broke. He said he couldn't go, but he's been listening ever since, and I really appreciate that. We're glad that he's rocking with us. I know he was looking for other interviews that we were doing, and we sent him to go listen to that Brilliant Idiots episode. So shout out to Brilliant Idiots, by the way. I also want to shout out our friend Premium Pete, and I want to play a clip from his latest episode of his podcast, The Premium Pete Show, with our friend and our partner in Two Jews and Two Black Dudes Review the Movies, Styles P.
Yo, I love the movie shit you're doing. It's the real. I fuck with It's the Real, man.
I love It's the Real. Those are my guys.
Yeah, I
E and J, I call them.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I love
Eric and Jeff.
Yeah,
shout out.
Good people. I love that. I love that you continue to be a chameleon. Real talk. Not only just yourself. I love that.
Shout out to our guys Styles and Premium Pete. Go listen to that amazing episode with Styles P. Anything that Styles does, I'm all there. He is a supremely brilliant person,
supremely brilliant idiot.
He's a supremely amazing person too, and we want to support him. Go get that G-Host album out there right now. It's spelled Ghost, but it's really pronounced G-Host. Go support Styles P. Go support Sheik Luch. Go support Premium P, because that's our dude. As always, guys, not for real, for real.
Sure.
See you guys next week.